What's good? Here we are. Here we are. Welcome to Twitch U. Come on in. Our UK edition. Yeah. Good, good, good. This is our open Q&A portion. No beatboxing for me. No beatboxing for me. Yeah. Be interesting to see how our early time slot works today. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. We will see. We will see. Songbird, what's up? Nerd Chris, what's good? Have fun on the conference call. Holly. What's up, Tammy the One? We're all nerds here. Yes. Yes, yes. That is all of us today. Dooley, hello, welcome. I believe this is your first time. Also, Dooley, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the family. Come on in. Hello, Laney. G Clef, what's good? How we doing? Little early edition of Twitch U. You see the new Twitch U emotes? Check out the new emotes. We got the new Twitch U emotes. Check those out. Oh, that's right. I need my headphones. I have to go grab my headphones for the first interview. I forgot that. So it's Grafton. Yes. So first up, I'll grab my headphones. First up, we'll have, let me think here. We'll have Mark Oxford first, then Sam Tweaks, and then Team Shellen Stretch. So yes, we will. Let me grab my headphones while I'm here. Thanks for the reminder. All right, that's better. Now I can hear myself. Not so naked anymore. Okay, Alex, what's good? How you doing? I believe you're snowbound. I also believe New York City is snowbound, wherever Cece is. And who else? Toronto in the building. Who else is in New York? Snowed in. Yeah, there's a little Twitch you email. Let me know what you think about that. Welcome. Toronto in the building. You're welcome. It's Grafton. Connie. Hoops. What's good? Yeah, that's our Twitch you emo. We're going to make it a little bigger, I think, but we like that one. Yes. Of course. Nerd Chris is in New York City too. White Tiger. Hello. Welcome. So this portion, if you're new, yes, DJ Honeybun too. I like that name too. If you're new, this is the open Q&A portion. We have 3 different open Q&A portions throughout the show. So definitely ask any questions you want about like Twitch, how to use it better, things you're wondering. We'll try to answer it, or we'll put it on the parking lot for next time. What's up, JMKM? Good to see you here. Hold on for a minute here. So enjoy your stream yesterday, the PR stream, and we're going to host JMKM on 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. It was funny because during the stream, they kept saying Josephine. I was like, who is this Josephine? And then I figured it out. So welcome to Twitch U. Yes, please post that picture up. And make sure you're following JMKM too. Phenomenal DJ. Really cool professional owned radio station. We have lots to chat about. So looking forward to that. Yeah. All right. So any questions you have about like Twitch, anything you're wondering? I have a couple of videos to do. That's another person in New York City. So Kev G, how are we doing with the snow in New York? You snowed in? Let us know. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let us know. Yeah, definitely. Let's see here. Lee, what's good, Lee? How are we doing? Thank you for that 5-month sub. Happy 5-month anniversary. Appreciate that. Good to see you back. What we're going to do now, snowed in Toronto. Okay, well, I'm here in Los Angeles. It's a little sunny outside right now, so I'm not going to brag too much. But yeah, that's tough. Since we're here, what I want to show you first, I'm going to show this video twice, is how to host. I created a little how-to video yesterday for how to host. We missed you too, Lee. Welcome back. So I'm going to show you this how-to video. Let me know. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Timmy the One. Appreciate that. Thank you for sharing the love. Twomp is here. Okay. So let me show you this hosting video. Let me know if it makes sense. It's on YouTube. And here. Then you can tell you to host. So here we go. All right. What's up, everyone? Amani Experience here. Going to show you how to host. So you click on your little avatar, go to your channel option right there. Then you'll scroll down just a little bit, go to chat, go to your actual chat box, put in host, and then the name of the channel you want to host, hit enter. And there you go. You can use it 2 times or 3 times every half hour. Since I went to Neil Jackson's channel and he was buffering, so I said, let's go to someone else's channel and host someone else. So I waited for a few minutes, and then we're going to go back to the chat box because, as you see, you can use 3 manual host commands per half hour. So now we're going to go to Sam Tweaks. So host _ Sam Tweaks, and there we go. He pops right up, says I'm hosting him. It should stay there for a while. Sometimes it clicks off if you auto host, but this works. Once again, we'll just kind of show you it again really quickly. The avatar, then you go to your channel. Then you go right back to your chat, right to the chat box, do the host in there. Where are we going this time? I think we're going to JMKM. Yeah. So we're going to JMKM, hit enter, and there she is, giving a PR tutorial, which was very good. Now, this is mobile on the iPhone. What you do is just tap the gear button, hit the little share button on the top left of that, pick host, and that's simple like that, and it will host right like that. I'll put in a little message, and then in a moment you'll see it takes a couple of seconds, 10 to 15 seconds, but it'll pop up on the top left his notification, and there I am. My experience is hosting. So those are the ways to host via desktop and mobile. Good luck. All right, so there. Yes, you were there. So, Mike C Music. That's right. Happy Rick James birthday for sure. So that's a quick little video. And yeah, there you were. And that's just really quickly how to host. I know we get a lot of questions, but that should help and make it a little easier. Let me know what you think. We have two. Also, what are some other videos that you think I should make? So we did one on how to host. I have another one I'm going to show you about how to refresh after a raid. Then there's another one about how to buy bits, how to give subs. What other topics or videos do you feel we need? Thank you for the bits, Lee. Good to have you back. DJ Sofa King Evil, thank you for the follow. Paula22, I think that's what that means. That's clever. Thank you for the follow. Let us know. Welcome to you both. But yeah, let me know what other videos you think would be beneficial. All right. Okay, we have a question. So let's see here. Mike C. Music. As a viewer, my bits badges, the 1K badges, keep disappearing on some channels. How do I make sure those appear consistently? It could have something to do with maybe on a channel where it disappeared, were you like the hype train conductor, or did you maybe just get a 1 or 3 or 6 month anniversary? That could cause it to disappear because I think you can only have 2 or 3 by your name. So let us know that in the chat and we can keep researching it. But great question. Thank you for the host, Dooley MCR. Thank you for that. So let me know a little bit more of a good question there. Yes, and I'm going to show that video a few other times. After hype train. So that's good then right there. So you say this happened after hype trains, but not always. Perfect. Okay. That could be the conductor thing as well. So that could be what it is. It could be also if you celebrate an anniversary. So I'll check, but I'm willing to bet that's what that is. But there. All right. White Tiger, how to gift a sub. So I'm going to show you this one specifically. Let me think here. Keep rising. Thank you for the host. All right. Let's go to Twitch. I'm going to show you this one live, White Tiger. So we're going to go to Twitch here. Let's make sure we'll see who's on right now. Oh, Sam's on. Okay, we're going to do this here. So Sam is he's DJing now. He's going to show up later. So what we'll do here, make sure it's on mute. It's on mute. We're on mute. Yes, we're on mute. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you, White Tiger. So how to gift a sub to a specific person. We're going to go to Chrome tab, Sam Tweaks. Okay. So you can see right here that you see Sam Tweaks, he's DJing right there, getting it in. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to click right here, and then I'm going to gift a sub here. So you said hit gift up top there. Now gift to a specific viewer right over here. Gift to a specific viewer, and we'll do White Tiger 1958. So you can pick, and there you go. I choose you right there. 1 month, gift a subscription. You can also click the little box up top there to gift anonymous if you like. Complete purchase. And there you go. So here, and so since we're there, they just tag me. So I'll put can't wait to see you later in the chat while we're here. Let me see if I have my little emote here. My new little Twitch U emote. So the professor's there, Twitch. Let's see if it pops up here. There it is, Twitch U. There we go, chat. And there you go. So that's how we do it. So let me know if that answered the question there, White Tiger. Yes, good, good. So that's how you do it. Real simple and easy. Yeah, so hold on for a minute. Yeah, good, good. All right, good questions though. Keep them coming. We have time. And then I'm gonna show you another video too. So let's see here. We're gonna go back to my little mod screen here. This Twitch slaps. Good to see you. Thank you for the follow. I seen you in Ivy's streams, so thank you. 45 Kings, thank you for the follow. Beardaholics, thank you for the follow. All of y'all, welcome to the family. Vinyl Touch 87, what's up? Team Shellens, thank you for hosting. And And what's the point of channel points? I like this question. Okay. Let's see. Ebony ATL. What's good? What's good? Yeah, every could be in some cases. Sure. Good. Good. So I would say here, I like this question here. It says, what is the point of channel points? Nice play on word too. DJ, I hope I pronounced this right. Is it Jaja? My opinion is that channel points help the stream be more interactive. It allows you to be more interactive with the streamer, have a little fun, learn unique things about them. I think that it's just a fun way to let people get to know you, but also keep them coming back, because the longer they stay on your channel, the more channel points they get. They can cash them in. If you click on mine, you'll see where if you give a certain amount of points, I can teach you a salsa step. You can be a VIP. You can, on certain nights, you can use it to save someone in Survivor, all sorts of things. So let's just look and see here, and we'll use, let me think here. And everyone else can also answer in the chat too. So I'm going to show you. Let's go back to Daja. Thank you. Okay, Daja. Thank you for sharing that with me. So what we're going to do here is, yeah, okay, good questions. Class is early today. We have the UK edition, Miss Classy. Let's go back to Sam Tweaks and see what kind of channel points he has. Okay, good. We're going to go back to him. So let me share the screen again. And let's see here. Chrome tabs, Sam Tweaks, share. Okay, so job, awesome. So you can see right here, his channel points are up there. The basics are like a shout out, highlight the message, unlock a random sub. But like he does a special smashing and a nicey shout out. You can get the track ID, emote only chat, suggest a poll. He can rewind and play another song. So it's really done just to make your stream interactive. You can look at mine and see what I do. I know Ivy has some cool ones in there where she'll bring her dog out. Flossie has similar ones. Just ways to show your personality and let people cash in what they're doing for. I have one, I think it's 60,000 points, where I'll buy you a gift sub to any channel of your choice. It's just fun stuff like that. Let me know if that helps. I'm going to stop sharing here. Classes early, Ebony ATL. Okay. Thank you, Tammy the One. We have one where I feed my dog. She's on punishment, so she's not next to me right now. But it says how to use the, yeah. So like I gave you a few examples, Vinyl Touch, maybe in the chat, we can try this now. Maybe share with us 2 or 3 things that are unique to you about your personality, your experience, your life so far. And we can help you come up with some channel points that are unique to you and also interactive. We can do kind of a working little case study right now. So let us know that. Yes. Okay, good. Yes, we're on early Brax because we have the UK edition. We have UK DJs with us today. So, but make sure you're following Brax too. And then this is a good question. I don't know what you can do, Tammy the One, is, encourage the streamer to add some channel points for their channel. It was funny. Vince Adams and I were having a debate because he's like, I'm not spending time on these channel points. I disagree, but encourage them and see what they say. Yes, once you get to affiliate, you can then have channel points. So as soon as you get them, in addition to your emotes and be able to get bits, set up your channel points and use them. I agree here. I think this is one of the top 2 things that DJs don't take advantage of is the channel points. I highly recommend it because it can be fun. The second one is ads, and this is a hot debate because when we had the interview with the person from Twitch, Jimmy, he said that's the one benefit, income source that all streamers don't take advantage of ads. But I'd encourage people to. Yes, Team Sheldon is here. He'll be on a little later. And so let's see here. I don't know, but I leave mine somewhat realistic, so you can cash them in. The dog one is the most popular. Between the dog one, that's the most popular one, which is kind of fun. Good for Nyla. And every affiliates and let me think here. Affiliates and partners are eligible for ads. You can run them right from your dashboard. You can run them pre-roll, mid-roll, post-roll. Sometimes we were learning that if you don't run any ads, then Twitch will automatically run ads. Even if you have a subscriber and they come into your stream, if you don't have ads activated, they could see an ad. It's just something that they've done. Let's see here. I love this. Okay. Oh, good questions. We have lots of good questions here. Okay, I get to this one. It says, what does affiliate mean? So affiliate means that you have a certain level of followers and you've streamed for a certain amount of hours that you can then begin to earn money on Twitch. You're an affiliate. You also get emote slots depending on how many people have subscribed to you. So you know how some DJs will have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 emotes. That's affiliate status. So that's like it's like beginning Twitch, then affiliate's the middle, then partner. Partner is like kind of the highest level, so to speak. There's partner and then there's top level partner. Partner means that you get the purple check by your name. You get a certain preference when it comes to servers with the bit rate, which you learned about last week with Metronomic. And you get more emote slots. Now they also said that also partners can watch any channel ad free at all. That's another benefit we just discovered. TwinSpin discovered this yesterday. And so affiliate's kind of the mid step, and then you want to acquire certain things to get to partner. I wonder if I have my slide here. Let me see. I'll look for my slide here. Oh, we got a raid coming in. Hold on. It's perfect timing for this video. All right. So that's what that means. Mark Oxford with the raid. Hold on. So he's coming in hot with the raid. So we're going to say, let's see here. Go back. Yes. I love that one. Thanks, Grafton. I love the fun fact. Yes, that's cool right there. What do I need to do to get affiliate? We'll share that with you too, in terms of getting affiliate. We'll share that with you. I'll find that slide for you. We'll come back to you. Welcome in all the raiders. I know my mod's going to put up a link. Click on that link. That'll show you about refreshing a raid. We're getting started here. DJ Patrick M, thank you for the follow. Nurse Goth, thank you for the follow. We're just going through... Yes, we're just going through a couple of things. Exactly. You've seen that too. Miss J UK, we're the UK edition right here. Miss J UK, what's going on? Good to see you. F.E. Siguera, 78. Hope I pronounced that right. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Yes, we noticed that too. Mama Ivy is in here. Awesome. Come on in. It's Genevieve. Welcome. Mark is coming to us really soon. The key with the raid is this link here. We found out. Click that link. So I'm going to show you a quick video about the raid, Ohio Jimbo. Keep coming in, everyone. I'm going to show you this video. And let's see here how to refresh. All right, here we go. All right, welcome back. Now we're going to review how to properly refresh on a raid. So you can see Dawn Perrion. She just raided a DJ called Quest. You can see up at the top in the browser, it has the referral raid thing in the URL. So you click on his handle and then you click right back on chat and you can see how the URL is now just his Twitch address. So it went away pretty quickly and pretty easily. That's another way. Once again, here we are. Spinurita just raided over to here. Now, first we're going to follow, but we'll do the same process this time. Click on the hyperlink. Well, first we'll put in our raid emotes. Raid. Oh my. Then once we put this in and hit enter, then we'll click on his name again. Click once there. Click again on the chat, just a chat button. You see it's gone up top on the URL, and that's proper. That's how you do it so that the streamer will hopefully get proper credit. Now we have Freddie V21 who's getting ready to raid out. He's going to go to DJ Prodigy. Prodigy's in here. We're going to put our raid emotes in. Then we're looking for the link. We're looking for the link here, which is the best way because it'll drop you right back into the chat. It signifies a proper refresh, and we're good to go to give the streamer credit. That's what we want. So there are raid emotes. We go back into the chat. Let's see here. The link will come pretty quickly after. Just a good reminder for mods to put up that link a few times because people are coming in and out at different time periods, so we're not sure if they've seen the link, if they haven't seen the link. So 3 or 4 times after the raid is definitely okay. Even more, maybe if it's a big raid. So there's the link right there. Clicked on it. Refreshes on its own, and there I am right back into it. So quick and easy. That's the best way to refresh on mobile and on desktop. Any questions, let me know, and good luck. All right, so there you go. That was a quick video. Let me know what you think about that one. And let me help Mark. I'll see you here. Let me send, I'm gonna whisper you to I'm gonna whisper you the link again, Mark. And so keep sending the questions. Let's see here. It's Genevieve. Thank you for the follow. Kuromi, thank you for the follow. Serenity Island, thank you for the follow. Let me send you this to you, Mark, real quick here. Invite, copy, whisper. I'm going to whisper it to you just so you have the right link here. Rachel from Shellens family, thank you for the follow. So that was a video. Let me know what you think about that. Also, we're trying to figure out what other videos would be beneficial. So do that there. Okay, I sent you a whisper, Mark. We'll bring that there. Awesome, awesome. Keep going. All right, so there. We'll see here. Good. So how am I gonna up? Yeah, boy, yeah. Thank you for the follow. Love these names here. Awesome stuff. Got Mark. We're getting him to the. Yes, there we go, Mark. I see you now. Good answer here. See, JMKM's already dropping knowledge. Yes. See, can't wait. The 15th, just dropping more knowledge there. Awesome. T Miller 501. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the family. Cool. Good. So that's good here. DJ K Nice. What's up? All right. Over here. What we got? Oh, good timing. Thank you again, Marcus Oxford, DJ Marcus Oxford for the raid. Make sure you're following him. And now we're going to work on getting him to the stage. Yes, K Nice. This is the UK edition. Everyone here is from the UK. And so it's late there. They're 8 hours ahead of me, 9:30 p.m. right there. Thank you for the follow, Luis B1. All right, Mark, let's see here. We're going to bring you in. I'll get you here. So we'll do a little check here, Mark. Check 1, 2. How we doing? As you keep going. Good. Okay. Let me
testing 1, 2, 3. Loud and clear, Armani. Loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Love it. 9:30 p.m. there. That's Miss JUK. All right, Mark. Well, welcome to Twitch University. How we doing?
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having the Oxford faculty in.
Yes. Oxford faculty in there. Well, let's start with that. Where does the name DJ Mark Oxford come from? Got your lights going.
I'm just switching over the volume because I've got a bit. I can hear myself.
Okay. And don't forget, you can also go into the settings and do the echo cancellation too.
Okay. No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was the question, Armani?
Yeah, no. First off, since you said the Oxford faculty is here, tell us where the DJ name comes from. DJ Mark Oxford.
It's not that interesting. I mean, my name is Mark, and for many years I was just DJ Mark. I was never DJ, Turbo or High Speed or anything fancy like that. I was just plain old DJ Mark, sometimes DJ Mark B. And then when it come to come up with a username for Twitch, I thought, well, why not use a bit of the location in the name just to make it a bit more interesting.
All right.
So DJ Mark Oxford.
And are you born and raised in Oxford and never left, or what's been kind of your geographical history?
Yeah, I mean, I'm born in Oxford, raised in Oxford. I never went to Oxford University. I must confess, I'm not clever enough to get in there. They wouldn't have me there.
Okay.
But I've got my own Oxford faculty now, so we don't need Oxford University.
No, you don't. You don't.
And
really,
I spent a bit of time in Italy, and I've lived in London for a bit. But apart from that, always been in Oxford.
Okay. Where in Italy did you stay and live?
Where I spent a bit of time in Florence, but the main part of the time I spent there in the mid-90s, I was in Rome.
Okay.
It's a little bit warmer, and
it's
a bit easy to find work in the mid-90s in Rome.
This is true. You've been DJing for, I don't want to age you, but at least 30 years, more than 30 years. You've been, you're a veteran in the game. Would that be accurate?
I did start the summer of 1990.
Okay.
Which is just over 30 years ago. It was there's a club in Oxford. The building is still there, but it's no longer a nightclub. and it was called the Coven 2. And basically, I remember, I'll never forget it. There was a sign, one of those sort of neon LED sign things outside, message boards saying DJ assistant acquire within, apply within. And I was only 17 at the time. And I thought, I got to do it. And I went in, and I looked about 12. God knows why they gave me, when I was about 17, because of my little chubby cheeks, I looked a lot younger. Anyway, they gave me a go. I gave them the usual, I've DJ'd here and there. I'd never been on decks before. I'd never touched a set of turntables, but I knew what to do. With the pitch control, a set of Technics SL 1200s they were. And this nightclub had its own records. So I didn't even have any records at the time. Well, I had a very small collection, put it that way. You could fit in a record bag what I had when I first started.
Okay.
But this nightclub, in the DJ booth, which was about as big as this room, had just a wall of records behind, like, a bit like when you see DJ Get Live and all those guys, and they got the vinyl behind them. I haven't got enough room to do that. But anyway, this club had its own record collection, and I just started spinning and just, mixing Chad Jackson, Hear the Drummer Get Wicked, into whatever else, that was going at the time. And just having a lot of fun. And then one evening they came up to me and gave me a little brown envelope, and I was like, what's that? I had no idea what it was, and I opened it, and there was money inside. And I forgot, oh yeah, I'm getting paid for this. I'd never even asked at the time what I was getting paid. I just didn't care. I just wanted to get out, and I never looked back really after that.
Interesting. Now, you said that your record collection started where you could fit it into one record bag. Now you have a massive collection. How have you been able to curate and collect records for over 30 years and still stay fresh?
I don't know. Well, fresh, I don't know. I mean, I got rid of a lot. We have this conversation in chat from time to time. I kick myself with the records that I gave away when I kind of retired from DJing in about 2009, I suppose it was. So I'd been DJing pretty much solidly, with a small break in that time. But between 1990 and 2009, I was DJing pretty regular, DJing in Italy as well. And then I kind of got, I don't know, I just felt like I needed a break, some early nights or whatever. Maybe I think if I'm true, I was a bit disillusioned with it. By that time, I wasn't playing a lot of vinyl as well. It was all, it was all moving over to burning stuff on CD and, playing CDs and stuff like that. And I'd kind of lost my edge, I think, a little bit. And I felt a bit old as well, because the average age of the clubber in Oxford is 18. And when you're doing student nights, and the average age of the club is 18, and you're, late 30s, I just thought, I don't know. So anyway, and to answer your question, so I got rid of a lot of vinyl, and I gave some away, and I sold some. And then I got the bug back about 2016, 2017. And because I've got some good connections to Knoxville, it wasn't too hard for me to get a few gigs. And I just thought, you know what? I'm doing vinyl only. It's how I started. It's what I love. I love collecting. I love handling the vinyl. I love queuing it up. Simple, and I just want to play some chilled out sort of lounge stuff, some old, nice chilled old school hip hop, a bit of indie, and a bit of dance music. And so I'm doing a few different sets around Oxford for the last couple of years, just playing vinyl and taking I don't know, maybe about 200 records. Yeah, about 150, 200 records with me whenever I play, and I just do a set for 4 or 5 hours up until the pandemic hit last March, and of course all the bars shut. So I was DJing in bars now. I used to DJ in obviously bigger clubs and stuff, and now I'm quite happy in bars.
What inspired you to come back after quote unquote retiring from DJ? What was the kicker to really say, I want to get back into the game?
Well, I managed to, my vinyl was in the loft, actually, not doing much, what I had left. And then I thought, you know what? I want to get it out and have it out on the wall. So I put some shelving up, and I got a bit of Kallax from IKEA, like everybody does. Just started to fill the shelves. And then that, you start opening the window thinking, well, perhaps someone outside will hear. And I started looking online to think, maybe I could do a little bit of a radio station or something. And you start to get that thing that all DJs have, is the desire to play music for other people. You're only content playing to music for yourself for so long. there's only so long you can do that before you think, oh, I want someone else to hear this. So that was when I started to think, maybe I could just do, a handful of gigs a month. Not even that really, a couple of times a month, in some small bars around Oxford. And I was happily doing that. And then, of course, when the pandemic hit and you start to think, and you sort of do a little bit of looking around online. I'd seen a few DJs streaming on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that. And I had a little look at that. And then obviously I saw Twitch, and we can get into that in a minute if you like, how that sort of kicked off. But yeah. And then you're just looking for an audience,
Right.
even if it's 2 people or someone, because a DJ has that desire within just to play to other people.
Question from the audience. Miss JUK wants to know: are you solely a vinyl DJ or a mix of digital and vinyl? Do you have a preference?
Yeah, I mean, I'm vinyl. I'm vinyl all the way. I mean, like I said, back when I was DJing, I'd probably stopped buying a lot of vinyl around the mid noughties. Around about 2004, 2005. So I had about 4 years of DJing where it was a little bit of vinyl, obviously when you're playing the older stuff, and then the current house music and dance music at the time, and the R&B and all that kind of stuff. A lot of the time you couldn't even get that on vinyl. Mm-hmm. Like Mary Mary Shackles, Praise You, and all that kind of stuff that you'd play in a club on a weekend. It just wasn't out on vinyl. A lot of the Beyonce and stuff like that. So I was playing CDJs in the clubs, with a little bit of vinyl, but I don't play vinyl. I haven't got the Pioneer CDJs and all that. I just don't have it. So I just sort of, I'm just quite happy playing stuff that I had on vinyl and that was around whilst I was DJing on vinyl, if you know what I mean. And I'm happy there. I love it. That's where I'm happiest, and that's what I want to do.
Okay. Glitter Kitty, definitely. Please put your questions in the chat. My mods, who are doing a glorious job, will help me see them, and I'll highlight it and ask. Well, okay, so this is a good question. So I'm going to ask this in 2 parts. Glitter Kitty, thank you for asking that. How did you find Twitch? What inspired you to start DJing on Twitch? And then we'll add on Glitter Kitty's question. What has surprised you the most about DJing?
So how did I find Twitch?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I think you just start reading articles online. You can go to Google and type, DJing online, and there's loads of stuff. People talking about the pros and cons of the various platforms. And Twitch seemed to keep getting a good review for various reasons. So I thought, well, I had heard of Twitch actually, but I thought, well, it was just for gamers. Mm-hmm. So I had a little look and I started browsing around, and you suddenly, you type in, use the keywords, and it's just like, hang on, there's people playing all sorts of stuff on here. So I very quickly saw an opportunity. I thought, oh my God, I can play to someone. And actually, I have to be honest, these decks used to be against this wall, and I would be facing that wall. And I'd have, as we all did, we started with a mobile phone camera here. And then I bought one of those little dodgy fisheye clip-on lenses that you clip onto the iPhone to get a bit of a wider view. And that was there. And off I went to myself for, I don't know, gosh, 2, 3, maybe even a month, just fiddling around, getting the feel of it. And then you'd get really excited when someone followed you. I remember when I had like 2, 3, 4 followers for a couple of weeks, and I thought, I wonder if I can get to 10. And then you see in chat, some people have that little bar, with the target they want to do. And I can remember I tried it for a week, and I had 1 to 10, and I was stuck on like 5 or 6 for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
And then I thought, perhaps it's not for me. Perhaps I'm past it or whatever. And and I had no idea what all the terminology was. Like everybody when they first come on, raids and emotes and what's that, and what's a host and what's a follow, and let alone a sub or whatever, or bits. What the hell were bits and cheer motes and loyalty badges? You learn all that over time. Yeah,
Yeah. And
and I
then
have to say, actually, let me shout out. There's a guy called the DJ Big D,
okay.
and he has a thing called the Stellar Transmissions Crew, which is a handful of it was more than a handful. He's got quite a few DJs on there. They've got the Stellar Transmissions Crew tag, but they're mainly trance guys. Anyway, they were enjoying what I was playing, a bit of fun, and I was dropping some drum and bass sets as well, some old school jungle, and they liked that. And they asked me to join them, and I never forget. I think my first raid was I had like 70 people. They raided me with 70 people, which when you've got 3 people in,
it's massive.
your rate today with 70 is huge. But when
Yes.
you've got 3 and like barely even 10 followers, and someone raids you with 70, it's overwhelming. I mean, we've all had that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're kind of like, oh my god, you're sort of shaking and everything. You do a set, and then of course, as Sod's Law, I think my phone overheated, because originally I was streaming on the Mac, but that overheated and crashed. And anyway, halfway through this, they'd only been in the room 5 minutes for 70 people, and I crashed and I went offline. And you have a lot of teething problems like that early on with the technology. And it's only after a while when you think, you take the plunge, you think, right, I'm going to go and get a webcam. And of course, during the pandemic, webcams have tripled in price. But I got myself the Logitech webcam, and I got myself a bit more of this and a bit more of that. A couple of cheap Chinese lights on eBay for a few quid. And then it just starts to grow a little bit.
Yeah. What has surprised you the most about DJing on Twitch?
Without doubt, it's the community, the love, and the beautiful people that just give out there's just so much positivity. There's no, I don't know if I'm lucky or whatever, but I just think there's so few bad people on Twitch. Let's face it, it doesn't, they don't vet that. Anyone can create an account.
Right.
And I know that trolls exist and stuff like that. And I think I've been very lucky because by far the people on here are just absolutely amazing. The joy, and actually I have to say their musical knowledge is the people on Twitch have got much better musical knowledge than the average person in the club.
Absolutely.
Definitely. I'm quite amazed. And I've learned a lot. And I've bought up, I'm not going to lie, I had a few records, but I've bought a lot of records since I've been on Twitch. A lot of stuff you're like, oh my God, I forgot about that, or oh my God, I sold that. I'll now need to get that back because I need to have it. To what the hell is this? Shazam, go and get it.
Yeah.
And it's been amazing. I've learned a lot. So I think the biggest thing is the beautiful community, the beautiful people on Twitch, and the learning, I suppose, the learning of the new music and the learning of how to do things online, because I wasn't a technophobe, but we've certainly learned a lot, haven't we? All the streamers on here.
You can say that 3 times back to back. I agree completely, which is a good segue. We'll have a couple of questions, but Vinyl Touch, thank you for asking these questions. They asked, do you heavily filter what you collect nowadays in terms of the vinyl?
What do you mean by filter? Okay,
so we'll let them add on to that. But what I wanted to also ask is that in May you are averaging 10 viewers. That's like your average viewer for your streams. Now you average over 130 per stream. What have been the keys to your growth?
I don't know.
Well, what have you learned then? What has been, in terms of growing?
Yeah.
What have you learned?
I think you got to be consistent, yeah, and you got to be you got to play what you want to play, right? There's no point in sitting there playing stuff that you think, oh, they might want to hear, but actually I don't really enjoy that, right? So you play what you love, and also I think I got a schedule down quite early on. So it was like, it was a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday evening, Thursdays I had off, Friday evening, Saturday midday, and Sunday off, and I've done that. I've done that, those 5 sets a week since the end of May, and I haven't missed the only day I missed was Christmas Day, and I haven't missed a Saturday or a Monday or a Tuesday or a Wednesday since the end of May, and I look forward to it I could go on and do another 3 hours. It gets you Twitch, both as a streamer and as a, if you're just a sort of a watcher, a viewer, or whatever, you get quite addicted to it. You can ask Louise B how many viewing hours she's had the last when all those stats come through the other week. Right. Everyone was shocked to find out they'd been on Twitch 12,000 hours. And you ask people how much television they've watched over the last year. I've watched none.
Me either.
The only thing I've watched on TV is the Michael Jordan documentary on Netflix, which we in the UK have on Netflix, and I think obviously you state it's all been on Twitch. So yeah, it's addictive, isn't it?
Oh, it's quite addictive. Another question that comes up is, how do you decide what records you put up behind you each day for your set?
I try and rotate them as best I can, but then you still go for the ones with the fancy covers. I like, part of the collecting vinyl is the cover work. Actually, I'll give you a good example. Let me just grab something.
Yeah. And while he's doing that, I do want to thank Mr. Spock Sound Guy or Mrs. Spock Sound Guy. Let me know which way to pronounce that. MC, Misty Christie, thank you for the 6-month sub on Prime. Appreciate that. Appreciate you. Orlon Polygon, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the family. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, no, this is a simple example, right? But originally I had Alexander O'Neal Fake on 12-inch, and it was just in a plain white cover, all right?
Okay.
Then I went and bought the UK release because it's cheap, and that's the picture sleeve, right? Not very exciting, yeah? Uh-huh. And then you go to I think it's the German release, and you get that.
Wow. Okay.
And so half the time I'm buying the record the second time or a third time because it's got a nicer cover. What's on the wax is exactly the same, but I want the nicer cover. I like that cover because he's on the Hearsay album, he's looking away, and on the Fake 12-inch, he's looking at the camera. Yeah. So I will spend money getting that in from Germany just because of that. Because that look is more interesting than that.
For sure.
Things like that. I mean, I do like collecting the vinyl for the artwork as well, where you can. And apparently I wasn't quite aware of this. We're quite fortunate in the UK. And I remember DJ Maceo was saying about this, and actually Victoria Rawlins as well has said this, that you guys in the US, you don't often, and actually DJ RVLA said you don't often get the picture sleeves in the US like you get in the UK and Europe. Mm-hmm. So to answer the question, I just like a bit of variety in color and some stuff that pops a little bit.
What about how you collect music? Like, how do you decide what new things you'll buy now, what artists, and where did your love for R&B and hip hop grow from?
For sure, I got into hip hop early, and I was buying a lot of it on cassette, which I kind of regret now. For example, I had like Big Daddy Kane, "Long Live the Kane" cassette.
What an
Cash Money and Marvelous on "Where's the Party At" on cassette. And Derek B, "Bullet from a Gun" on cassette. And I don't know where they all are because they're probably worth a bit now. But I got into that early, and I loved hip hop. I've always been into hip hop actually. And then because you get there's different types of DJ. There's DJs that are club DJs, and there's DJs that maybe a bar DJs, and there's DJs that are serious, like only play the Ministry of Sound for an hour and get paid thousands type DJs, and Ibiza and all those sorts of guys. And I think that I'm relatively commercial, so I had to have a bit of everything. So you'll have to have the latest and the biggest sort of dance, R&B, commercial hip hop. Mm-hmm. Meantime, I was still collecting the less commercial hip hop because I just genuinely liked it. So I had two avenues, if you like. There was like the stuff that you had to have as a club DJ in Oxford, and I mean a commercial club DJ, not talking about being an exclusive house DJ and just buying house. No, I've had to have a bit of everything. I've had to have the 70s and the 80s and the current, and that will be rock, pop, soul, hip hop. So you're buying for what you need, like your tools, and at the same time, I was also buying stuff that you couldn't play in the club. Like I could never have got away with playing Big Daddy Kane, "Wrath of Kane," in the club, but I had it on 12-inch because I loved it. And so I was collecting both, if that makes sense, for both private and public sort of collections.
Absolutely. So we started a hype train. So I gotta recognize Disco Campbell. Thank you for the
Oh
bits.
wow,
Nerd
hey
Chris, thank you
guys.
for the bits. Mike C Music, thank you for gifting that sub. Rotten with Cheek, thank you for the follow. Miss J UK, thank you for those bits. Ladon, thank you for that sub. Happy 6-month anniversary. Oh my goodness, so many questions to ask. I'm wondering. Let's go back to your career first. How do you compare DJing on Twitch to DJing a gig out in real life? That's my first question.
I mean, I absolutely really love DJing on Twitch, for many reasons, but least of all the fact that I've got all my vinyl here and I don't have to lug it out with me.
Right, right.
And it's just, and I actually, you get more like now where I'm DJing in bars, you might be playing what you want to play, and that's cool. But then occasionally someone will come up and go, "Oh yeah, I've not heard this in a long time. That's great." But the interaction between that you and that chat box, which then becomes the Oxford faculty and your regular viewers and people that might find you for the first time tonight or whatever, it's amazing. And when you start to recognize people usernames and they become like your friends, and it's just the vibe starts kicking off. The Salmon and Staffy, Mama Ivy come in and the mods and all the regular guys, and then a raid happens. I mean, I've got to shout out Jeff Payson raids me every Monday, 7:02, like clockwork, the guy from Chicago. Yeah, big up Jeff Payson. And all the other people that raid in and might recommend you to other people. The love on Twitch, and that's beautiful, because if that wasn't there, it wouldn't be half as much fun as it is. It just wouldn't be.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say something a bit weird. I start every stream, and I've said this before. I start every stream. I click that go live button, and you think, I wonder if anyone will turn up tonight.
Yes, I know the feeling.
It doesn't matter that you've got 5,000-6,000 people that have clicked follow at some point over the last year or whatever. You just think, my God, will people really? And they do. And I did a pop up. I don't do many pop ups actually, and I did a pop up the other Thursday, thinking no one's going to come in. And within half an hour, 70 odd, 80 people, the Oxford faculty, man, they're there, and they would. It's from all over the world. I mean, how amazing is it, Armani, to be in the chat fam, to have people that live in Banbury, which is 20 minutes up the road from me, to the Philippines, to the US, to Australia. I mean, there's a strong Oxford faculty Australian fam.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Everyone's chatting away in chat, and how you doing, and
yeah.
I just pray that of course we're in a certain time in life at the moment with this pandemic, but I mean I know that people the clubs are going to open and people's life will perhaps get back to how it used to be, but I just pray that this carries on, because it's beautiful, and I have no real intention or desire to perhaps go back to the bars and stuff after this if I'm lucky enough to be able to DJ on here.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I do have to recognize a few people here. So, Hometown Girl, H-Town Girl, thank you for the follow. Flossie DJ, who first introduced me to you. Flossie is one who introduced me to you. Thank you for the bits. MC, just how you talk about family. MC was me, MC, and Flossie in my streams at first. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Appreciate that. Regina G, thank you for the bits. DJ Malachi, thank you for the bits. And Team Shellens Gaming, thank you for the follow. Where are we at? 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. We're at 17%. Oh my goodness. You also, it took you a long while to grow. What was your attitude and approach to the goal many people have in terms of achieving partner? Because you have an incredible work ethic. How did that factor into your sets, your times? What was that like for you?
I mean, that little purple badge, isn't it amazing how that can motivate you on Twitch? That purple badge, and everybody wants it. But I didn't get obsessed with it, but I knew it was there. And actually, do you know who else I want to thank for helping me? I'll tell you what. So let's say I got on Twitch end of May, right? Let's say, right? It was kind of end of May. By the end of July, I'd hit that 75 average, and I applied, and a month went by before they got that. I got the email to say that I'd got it. So I got it end of August. And I was lucky. It took a while to grow, and then obviously you have to hit over over 75 to balance the fact that for the first month you had like 2 people.
Right.
So you can't, 75 isn't enough. You need about 125 or whatever. And I put down a lot of that, obviously, to the schedule, but I also put down a lot of that to the dugout fam, the Macio's guys, because it was about that time. I think it was around about June, when it, Louise will know. When did all the Maceo dugout fam get on Twitch? And Maceo was probably streaming a couple of times a week. And I got friendly with Dane UK, a lot of Laney,
yeah,
Golden Lady Shell, all those guys, Asian Have a Hip Hop Hippie, D Rosie, all those guys, absolute legends. I read those names off and they're like superstars. And those guys started to hang out a lot, and that really pushed my numbers up. I got to be honest, because they would come in pretty regular. So thanks to Maceo in the dugout. And then when Maceo acknowledges you and says, Mark Oxford, salute.
Yes.
It's just amazing. Do you know what I mean? Make sure you follow Mark Oxford. You got a vibe. I couldn't believe I've got that saved somewhere. I went and showed my entire family. You know, I got brothers, my mum and dad. My mum and dad don't know. They kind of heard of De La Soul, but they wouldn't know who Maceo was. And I showed them this cool guy shouting me out, and they were just like, wow, that's so cool.
Yeah. Yes. Keep rising. That is cool. Maceo from De La Soul. That is who it is. Yes. When you think
sorry, Julie, I'm just watching what Louis. I haven't been following the chat because I'm trying to look at the camera and my Mac is over here. So I'm sorry, I haven't been seeing what's been going on in chat.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for the hype train too. Thank you for all the subs and the bits. I appreciate all the love. Thank you. What has been, if you think about all the times you streamed on Twitch, what has been maybe the most memorable set you've had?
New Year's Eve.
All right, tell us why.
I mean, every set is awesome and it's amazing, but there was something about New Year's Eve. I mean, I guess it was because it's New Year's Eve. Halloween was a bit of fun as well because I wore face paint for the first time in my life. This is the weird thing, yeah. Twitch makes you do stuff that you would never do. I was going to say in real life, but this is real life. You would never get me in anything close to fancy dress or let alone face paint. And the Mrs. Oxford, doing me stitches and blood and whatever for Halloween. So that was fun. But New Year's Eve was it was great. It was just that when it hit midnight and I had some sort of gift fireworks going off, and all of a sudden all the emotes just started going off as everyone starts showing love and appreciation. And it was amazing. And that was a special night, New Year's Eve.
Okay,
I enjoyed that, but I really enjoy. I've got to be honest. I love the Monday night, and I love the Tuesday night, and I love every night, and I love the variety. I don't know if I suppose most people will know that I do a different sort of genre throughout the week. So it's kind of indie rock, big beat, downbeat on a Monday, and it's like dance anthems on a Tuesday. It's the sort, and I look forward to that. And then the hip hop on a Friday, and then we do this thing called the Grand Mansion Party, which is like an 80s set, but I try not to just do any old 80s. I try to imagine myself on the set of Miami Vice or Scarface, and kind of like cooler 80s stuff from Grand Theft Auto, Vice City. I mean, those guys chose such a great soundtrack for that game.
Yeah,
that I like that style rather than just going with any old kind of 80s. I like to sort of. And we jump around. We obviously play Prince and Madonna, but we do a lot of new wave stuff, and we do a lot of bit of soul, and we do a bit of electro sometimes. And it's great fun.
And when you're thinking, do you have a favorite genre that you would just love to play every day, or is it equally split amongst all genres?
It's equal. I mean, it might depend a bit on your mood, because sometimes I do an early 90s breakbeat rave set, so it's lots of it's Prodigy and SL2 and hard 135 BPM jungle, what we call jungle music in the UK. It's not so much drum and bass, which is kind of the modern interpretation of that. And sometimes you're really up for that, or an old rave set, acid house and stuff. And then it's quite nice on a Wednesday just to chill out and play a bit of D-Train and a bit of Patrice Rushen, and some Jam and Lewis. I absolutely love Jam and Lewis produced jams. I have to say, actually, Hearsay and Janet Jackson and all those, and Change and the SOS band collected that and was really into that from an early age as well. And then obviously the hip hop I love playing that. I genuinely love it. I wouldn't. That's one of the things. I went into this thinking, look, I love playing vinyl, and I only want to play what I love playing. That's how you can keep going. I think.
Absolutely.
Doing 5-6 streams a week for nearly a year, and I'm not in the slightest bit tired of it.
How do you stay mentally balanced so you don't get burned out? Because 5 or 6 times a week, 52 weeks a year is a lot. How do you kind of stay?
Sam and Mattis will tell you that I have an afternoon nap. Not because he's napping with me, but
it's okay if he is. But go on.
Big up Sam and stuff. Our secret's out, Sam and Mattis. I sometimes get my head down after lunch. I'll have a little afternoon snooze, doze. Okay. And that helps me, go on a little bit. But I tell you, see, you'll know this, and streamers and stuff. Once you might feel a little bit tired when you start, and then 2 records in, bam, you are on it. The chat, the guys, the faculty start to come in. Everyone's chatting, asking how everybody is. And you're there and you're away, and that's it. You don't even feel tired. But you can feel tired after a stream. You kind of like crash a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's the adrenaline and the fact that I've got this community, and I'm so great. It's just amazing.
What has been the piece of technology that you've acquired after you started streaming that you can now no longer live without?
I'm not sure. I mean, I suppose, I don't know really. I mean, I suppose OBS is
okay.
Helpful. Stream Elements is great. You have to, you need all that stuff. You need all that stuff. And obviously my beloved webcam. I don't know. That's probably a bit of a lame answer, isn't it? But there's not, everyone's got that, haven't they?
They do, but everyone's different.
I don't have, I mean, you see a lot of DJs with the effects. I've seen a lot of DJs, they echo. I don't know if it's probably not called that, but it's like echo mix. You know, when I see them doing this, you see all the DJs doing this to the beat, and then they fade from one, they transition from one to the other, and it echoes out on that beat.
Right.
I look at that and think, I wouldn't mind that.
You can do that.
Because I don't have that on this trusty old Numark, which incidentally DJ Verz wants to get his hands on. Every time I see DJ Verz, he's asking me about my Numark mixer. I think there's a bit of nostalgia there because I think he used to have one and he misses it kind of. But this is a very simple mixer, yeah.
Yeah.
3-channel mixer, crossfader, treble, mid, and bass, and that's it. There's no effects on this. So every now and then you will hear DJ Mark also, fall out of sync a little bit, but
yeah, that's okay. It happens to the best of us. Oh, we got another raid coming in here. I believe that's Sam Tweaks coming in. Okay. All right. Welcome, Sam Tweaks. Yes, he's our next guest. Are you surprised by your popularity in the US? Because you're very well known amongst US on the Twitch scene. Does that surprise you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And why?
Well, it does actually, because I tell you, there's a lot. I mean, there's great DJs in the UK, but there's some really great DJs in the US. So you think, well, and actually the time difference, I'm very conscious of that actually. That you think, I mean, Mama Ivy's getting up at sort of 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday to come in a mod, and I'm amazed that an Asian happy hip hop hippie is getting her groove on every Saturday morning to Duran Duran and the 80s stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you think, gosh, people are really getting up at that time, and the Aussies and stuff, they're setting their alarm clocks to come on and tune in and check in, and that does surprise me, yeah. And I'm like I say, amazed and extremely grateful for that.
Yeah. So we want to talk to you about your love of Michael Jordan. First, though, AMGG7, thank you for the follow. Hyde Osnora, that's funny. Thank you for the follow. Def Jetson, thank you for the follow. And Angelic Dreamer, thank you for the follow. Oh, we got a lot of followers. I'll catch up with you all in a minute.
They're all great guys on Money Experience.
Yes, I'm honored.
Dreamer.
I'm honored. D Rosie, I see you here. how did your love for Michael Jordan, like, where did that come from? That's just interesting for a UK guy.
Yeah, that's funny actually. I mean, in this country in the UK, the big sports are cricket, football, and rugby. Okay, and I wouldn't say I don't like to use the word hate, but I hate all three. I'm not a big fan, put it that way. And me and a group of mates at school, we just I don't know what it was. We just started getting into basketball to the point that we cocked up our exams because we would rather be in the gym shooting hoops than revising for our exams. We were just obsessed with it around the age of sort of 14, 15. And it was hard to find. I mean, there was back in the late 80s, it was difficult to find any. There wasn't much basketball, and there was no sort of T-shirts and merch. Very little merch available, and there was like a magazine that came out, and there was a half-hour program on the BBC every week about that just had highlights from NBA from that week. But we knew who Michael Jordan was and Magic Johnson, and we liked watching where we could, the dunk competitions and all that. Dominique Wilkins and Nicole, all those legends from back in the day.
Oh yes,
and Michael Jordan was just like, I love Magic Johnson as well, yeah, and Dominique Wilkins I really liked.
Okay.
But Michael Jordan, what can you say? He's the greatest. So, and my dad was sometimes we'd go to the States on business. He'd come back and he brought me like a Michael Jordan T-shirt, and it was just like I was the only kid that had that. You just couldn't get it in the UK. And actually, we made some of our own. We bought fabric paint and started making Make sure Nike aren't in the room, but Air Jordan logos.
We won't tell.
Selling it.
Yes,
because we made our own with fabric paint, on T-shirts because you just couldn't get it. So obviously, just big love to Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
and I don't know. I just hung that there. I've always hung that jersey there since I've been on Twitch.
Yeah, it's noticeable. And then to continue, first of all, shout out for mentioning Dominique Wilkins because a lot of people don't really talk about him, but he's a beast, amazing. Where did you come up with the skills to do the basketball spinning on your fingers, and why is that one of your most popular channel points?
It's the only thing I can do. That's my party piece. Funny enough, I've been able to do that since I was about 15, 16. It was like an obsession at school, who can spin their basketball on their finger. And I was quite lucky. I just obsessed with it until I got it. But so I've been playing basketball on and off. Well, I don't play now, but I probably stopped in my early 40s, actually.
Okay.
Started and stopped. So I played for some local teams and stuff like that. But I've just always loved basketball, and I thought it might be. I could see there was things on like channel points and things you could do, and I just thought it'd be a bit of fun. I might get, a laugh or two out of it.
Yeah.
But it took a few hours to get that, and then over the years, I've done all sorts of things. I've spun it on the end of a toothbrush while cleaning my teeth, and stuck it on the end of a pole, and had the basketball about 10 feet up, higher than me, with it spinning, and stick a pen in the end of your basketball boot and spin it on the end of your foot. Oh, sorry, you don't want to see my hairy foot. I can't believe I just showed my hairy foot on Twitch. Then. So a bit of fun, and I just thought that'd be quite a fun thing to have as a channel point.
Yeah, well done. What advice do you give other DJs who maybe aren't streaming in terms of if they're asking you, what's this Twitch about? Even maybe OGs who are more experienced, more skilled than you or I, and they ask you for your opinion or thoughts as to why they should be on Twitch. What do you say?
I mean, again, it's the community, because if the people aren't on there, the great people aren't on there tuning in, you may as well just be, sort of DJing to yourself or whatever. So it's the great. I mean, Twitch does a great job of obviously providing, the ability to have subs and bits and emotes and all that, which make chat a lot more interesting, and the hype trains and all that, and the fact that you can host and raid and all that. It creates that platform. So big up Twitch for that. So that's obviously an appeal if you're a DJ and you want to get on that, maybe find a bit, make a bit of extra pocket money or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's without doubt, it's the community that it's where it's at. Twitch, because even if you're not streaming, and you're just a regular someone. I don't know what's the word. What like viewer and stuff.
Viewer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you can come on and you can make friends. You don't even have to be streaming. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
so many people come in here because they've got friends on Twitch now, and then they may connect with those people outside of Twitch on Instagram or wherever it might be. But it's just a great platform if you're if you want to make friends and find another community. It's amazing.
One of the things that I admire about you is the journey that you described when you first started with your decks against the wall, camera behind you, and just, learning technology. You've learned so much. What advice would you give people who maybe are streaming but have maybe plateaued and they're thinking about giving up? What would you say to them?
Well, you have to stick at it, and you have to not worry, not focus on the numbers. I know people say that and they're like, yeah, but you just got to do it because you got to do it because you love doing it. As soon as it becomes like, oh, I can't be asked today or whatever, then you shouldn't perhaps do it. So you have to be persistent. And I what can I say? I mean, it's a funny one, isn't it? Because I play music that you love. That way, you'll be you'll be able to have a schedule and stick at it because you're genuinely loving that music. If you're a DJ, you just have there's such a passion for playing music to other people that should just keep going. I don't know about plateauing. I mean, everyone's got their kind of more or less their range of sort of viewers. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like Get Live consistently gets 400, and Jazzy Jeff will go on and he'll consistently get 2,000 or whatever, and the legendary Scratch Bastard, who I have to say has been an inspiration. Many DJs on here, but I've got to single out Scratch Bastard is just on another level. That guy brings it.
Mm-hmm.
Not only with skills but in the vinyl collection, but he's alive when that guy is DJing. There's one thing I love. I want to shout out all the DJs that have a good time when they're streaming, and that they don't worry if they look a bit silly or if they look a bit loud. And I tell you else, and Dial Jess, she's got like a fake mustache on, running around with a chicken bat.
Yes,
I mean, how amazing is that? Yeah, and she doesn't care. She loves it. I love watching that. DJ James Black. I don't know if DJ James Black is it. And I've only recently he's part of the Oxford faculty, but he streams himself, and that guy. I've only seen him stream a couple of times. He's having a good time when he's playing. And people like that, I think, will do well. And I'll tell you who else I want to shout out is Forgard.
Oh, yes. From Sweden, right? From Sweden or Denmark?
Yeah, Denmark. I think he's Swedish, but he lives in Denmark, or it's the other way around.
Yes.
But that guy, he's one of the first people I started watching on Twitch. And we chatted. His decks used to be against the wall. And then you get to a point where you think, you know what, these are going to come out. The camera's going to go in front rather than on a wide angle lens to the side. And it becomes a show. And that guy puts on a show and he's loving it. He's jumping up in the air. He's firing money at the camera. Everyone's seeing and he's loving it. And he's a joy to watch because he's someone having a great time. And actually, if you're having a great time, then the people in chat are having a great time. I see that.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm having a good time, and you can see it in chat. Everyone else is, and actually, it's not always about like laughing and cheering, because actually you can bring it, depending on what you're playing. You might go really, really sort of downbeat and play some really sort of moody or dark stuff, and you may even want to sort of make people a bit emotional, and then you bring it up again, and it's like a journey and all that. And I love that, and that you get that from DJing in the clubs and stuff. It's when you're DJing in a club or a bar or a party or something, you have to do that. You can't just sit at 98 beats per minute all night or 108 beats per minute all night doing that.
Right.
You have to take people up. Start off a bit, get that. I talk about it a bit. I treat it a bit like a dance floor. You get the women on the dance floor first, and then the guys will follow. It's kind of like that old school DJ mentality, but that's what you used to do in the clubs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stick Ain't Nobody Better on by Shaka Khan.
They'll come to the dance floor for sure.
And then you get them, and then you do. I mean, you do a bit of everything. I mean, not every DJ does, but because some people are just like a house DJ. But you take people on a journey. You can obviously no one does journeys better than David Morales, who on he just plays incredible house music.
Yeah.
And he takes people on a journey, and people love that. So that helps. If you've got a bit of direction for your music, yeah, you can change genres throughout your set, or you can just stay on one genre. But try and take people on a journey. Have a reason to play what you're playing.
Yes.
I think is good.
Yes, you appreciate
and keep an eye on chat, because you might see that you might have say you've got 50 people in and you're starting to play stuff and it's going down to 10. Then maybe look a little bit at what you're playing. Sometimes it does that anyway, though. But that the chat is like the dance floor.
Mm-hmm.
People probably are dancing. I know Asian hip hop hippie dances. And I know that Louise B does a workout on a Saturday while I'm streaming. And people are hoovering, people are working. But that's your dance floor. They're not necessarily on the dance floor. They could be ironing.
Yeah.
Or walking the dog. I mean, people are out having a walk and they're listening to me on their phone. But that's your dance floor. So you kind of keep an eye on chat and a little bit, and you'll see it. You'll play a track and it goes off because people love it. And I love this and stuff. So that
I love it. Tell us, because I want to be respectful of your time. We got Sam Tweaks in the green room. He's coming on next. And then after Sam Tweaks, we have Team Shellen. Stretch is with us. What's your streaming schedule? And then, we'll just say thank you and let you keep about your evening. So what's your schedule?
Thank you very much. Well, like I say, it's I don't know all the different time zones. It's just that's something I'm still getting my head around.
Me too.
Yeah. So I feel a bit arrogant if I just say it's 7 p.m. UK and go figure what it is, guys.
7 p.m. UK would be 11 p.m. Pacific and 11 a.m. Pacific and 2 p.m. Eastern, I want to say.
And big up Nurse Goth and all the nurses that listen to me while they're at work in the hospitals as well. Big up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's kind of, at the moment it's 7 p.m. UK on a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So it's Monday kind of indie, Tuesday dance anthems, house and dance, sort of club tunes, and then Wednesdays soul 80s and 90s soul and R&B. I don't tend to stream Thursdays, and then Friday 7 p.m. UK is the old school hip hop. I love dropping all that old school golden age stuff. Yes. I love all my Eric B and Rakim and Brand Nubian, Big Daddy Kane, and all those guys. And then Saturday midday UK, that's the one midday stream. It's kind of like this sort of mansion party. In the summer we call it a pool party. Mm-hmm. But essentially it's just 80s sort of based around, as you can tell by the logo, that I kind of borrowed the Grand Theft Auto Vice City kind of font.
Yeah.
It's called Price Down is the font name. And I kind of play tunes that are popular within that series. And Beverly Hills Cop, we play a lot of tunes on the soundtrack, Beverly Hills Cop. And then I drop the Miami Vice theme and Crockett and Tubbs appear. And then the guys all start dropping Crockett and Tubbs emote in chat. And then Scarface appears because I play Push It to the Limit.
Okay.
And we have a bit of fun. We kind of imagine ourselves at this mansion party, people turning up in their Ferraris and their Lamborghinis and their Lotus Esprit turbos. Dressed to kill, and Golden Lady Shell turn up in her gold-plated jet ski.
All right, Golden Lady.
Yeah, it's kind of it's just kind of imagine ourselves in this kind of virtual villa, and it was Sade's birthday the other week, and Sade was special guest, and we did a little sort of Sade set, and we all took it. Well, not everyone took it in turns because she wouldn't dance with everybody, but she had a little. If you did exclamation dance in chat, you could dance with Sade. And we did a Rick James special because obviously it's Rick James's birthday today. Rest in peace. But we dropped a few Rick James joints on Saturday.
Okay.
So you got to use your imagination a little bit and have a bit of fun. And and people will buy into it or not, and I think people will do, and they enjoy that kind of silliness.
I love it.
But it's just it's fun,
I love it. Yes, Kevin, the Party Rocker Kev G is probably the biggest Sade fan I know currently, so he's in there. So, Mark, just thank you very much for spending some time with us, sharing us your journey, advice, your love of hip-hop, the vinyl. It's just great. We love to support you. We're going to keep on supporting you, and we're going to have you back on Twitch U sometime in the future.
Thank you very much, man. You didn't ask me how many records I got.
Well, tell us. That's the final question. How many records did you get?
Just to say how many, and I'd say I'm not telling you. not as many as you might think. I bet Sam Tweaks has got more than I have, and Scratch Bastard certainly got more than I have.
Okay.
But But I like to keep a bit of mystery there. So, but I want to thank you for having me. I really enjoyed it, and thanks to everyone. Thanks to the Oxford faculty and everyone that's been in the last. How long we've been on? Half an hour or so. That was a lot of fun. I would love to come back and
yeah, we'll have you back for sure, for sure.
And enjoy
So,
Sam Tweaks, everybody. Legendary DJ out of Wales.
yeah, Sam Tweaks coming up next.
Yeah, I'll be sticking around for that. And Mr. Is it Mr. Stretch you got in? Yeah.
Yeah. Stretch is here.
Wait
Yeah,
for that one.
Cool.
Thank you so much, guys.
All right, take care.
Cheers.
All right. Thank you very much. That was dope. Let me recognize some people. Grown Folks Live, New York Boss Lady. Thank you for the follow. Astro Synth. Thank you for the follow. Senchi Q. Thank you for the follow. That's right. Put some ones and some hearts in the chat for Mark Oxford. You could put his emotes in there. Put the Twitch you. Just thank you very much. That was dope. Grown Folks Live or Live. Thank you for the follow. DJ Andy Smith, DJ Acronym, MC Jomio. Hope I pronounced that right. Glassy78, Mag Tech, Darby Trash, Slim Ruthless, Senior Tib. Thank you for that sub. Happy 3 months. Miss Emmy, I think that's how I say that. Thank you for the follow. Mr. Musto. That's funny. Thank you for the follow. Air Adam, thank you for the follow. Stina Turner, thank you for the follow. Roger PTR, thank you for the follow. Have to come correct. Thank you for that resub. Happy 5 months. Thank you very much. Gilly J53, thank you for the follow. Eric Liu, let me know how I pronounce that because I think it's a little different. Thank you for the follow. Muchi Nochi, Vito Music, excuse me. Angel, there you go. Okay, good. We covered them all. I think I got them all. DJ Bill HBH. I believe you're in Brazil, I believe. Let me know that. Biscuit Kitten, thank you for the follow. DJ Ace, Danny Bounce. Awesome. I believe, there you go. Okay, so we're good here. Next up, we got Sam Tweaks coming. And let me see if I missed anything here. Decoy 12, thank you for the follow. Yes. All right, we're going to get Sam Tweaks in the building, coming to us as well. Let's get us all set up here. Hold on. Awesome. What's up, Purplish? Good to see you. Fern Ribs, good to see you. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Bring Sam in here. So, Sam, let's do a quick little mic check there. Hello, how we doing?
I'm good. Are you okay?
Yes, we are here. Welcome to Twitch University. How are we doing today?
I'm doing fabulous. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Thank you for the raid. First of all, appreciate the love. So raiders, make sure you hit that link so you can give all of us credit and everything. I want to ask you 2 questions. Who is Sam Tweaks and what does the DJ name mean?
So Sam Tweaks. I've been a pro DJ for a long time. I run a corporate weddings kind of disco company down here in Wales. I suppose for me to separate my business as a professional DJ to what I do on Twitch and what I do with 45s, that was kind of a different thing for me. Mm-hmm. So I kind of thought about it for ages, and I've, as I suppose every DJ in this chat has, it's always come up with different names for their DJ persona as they were kids, as they grew up, and I've had quite a few. And I think about 5, 6, 7 years ago, I stumbled across Sam Tweaks, because playing 45s isn't easy, as I'm sure every DJ in the chat knows. And you are always fiddling to make sure you're keeping it in time. And I'm a beat matcher. I'm a house DJ at heart. So I'm not a scratcher. I'm a blender. So you've got to keep manipulating that 45 to keep it in time. So tweaking it as it goes. And of course, 45s sounds like antiques because they're an old format. Sam Tweaks, antiques, trips off the tongue. And bingo, there we go.
I love it. I got to shout out Victoria Rollins. We're on early because this is the UK edition. We have Mark Oxford, Sam Tweaks, and Stretch from Team Shannon's with us. That's why we're on early. So welcome. Make sure you're following Victoria too. Amazing DJ. Sam, you say you've been DJing for a long time. When did you tell us about your first DJ gig ever?
Okay, so my first DJ gig ever was my dad's 40th birthday party. Obviously, friends and family. I've been a music nut since I was tiny. I love to dance, hence the reason I'm so animated on my channel. If a song makes me dance, I like it. Don't care about the genre. Don't care. If it makes me dance, I'm in. I'm there all day long. So me and my friend David Griffiths, who may be in the chat, we started kind of DJing together in his cellar when we were kids. And we were ravers, so early 90s. And Yeah, so I did my dad's 40th birthday party, and that was what 1991. So there you
Okay.
go. I was 15 when I did that. That's the first time
Okay.
I proper done an audience gig. I played for my friends a few times.
All right. All right. So 1991, I was just in elementary school, I believe. So I'm kidding, of course, but so the next question is also, if you have questions for Sam in the audience, put them in the chat and we will do our best to get to as many of them as we can. I always ask DJs who have been around for a long time, what has been the biggest technological advance that you have witnessed during your DJ career in terms of DJing?
Okay, so Serato, definitely from going from playing 12s and 7s when I first started out doing the DJ thing into CDs, and then Serato kicking in. That definitely gave me another level, because suddenly I could do the things I'd watch people doing. I've always been good at putting beats together. I can't deny that. When people ask me what, you know, they always mention how I put tunes together, and that's just in me. I can't get away from that. But Serato allowed me to start doing other things. So for me, Serato, funny because I never play Serato on Twitch, or very rarely, but for me, Serato was the magic thing. Suddenly, I could do things with music that I couldn't maybe do with CDs or with vinyl. And then because you can do that with Serato, it kind of fires that love to do productions and edits and do your own tweaks on different tracks. So when I'm DJing out live for corporate events and things like that, I will always be on Serato, and it'll be full of stuff they haven't heard, or maybe mashups and things, because it keeps me different to everybody else. They're the versions I put together, which I'm sure a lot of the DJs in the chat do the same kind of thing. So yes, Serato would be the biggest technical advancement for me.
All right. We got a redemption special Twitch you shout out to Bishop Sound. Thank you for redeeming that. Hello to you.
Big ups Bishop Sound. Yes, mate.
How did you first discover Twitch, and what inspired you to start streaming on Twitch?
Big shout out to Mojax.
Ah, yes.
So Mojax has a big effect on the UK scene. He's probably the most well known of the UK DJs. We were part of the Wax Nerds crew. So myself, Tommy T, the DJs in the chat, Fat Wax, Danny Banks is in the chat. Mojax, Flip Out from Vancouver, he's a Wax nerd. And Mojax kind of hit me up one day with a message and said, right, Twitch is where it's going to go. You need to get your ass onto Twitch. And that was it. So, and we'd all been messing around with IG Live and Facebook and stuff, but Mojax was adamant Twitch was going to be the one. So much love to Chris. Yes, thank you, Mojax. You have made it brilliant. So yes, big love to Mojax for that one.
Perfect. When you go back to your first stream, based on what you know now, what advice would you give your younger streaming self?
Be myself. I tried at the start to appease the viewers that I knew would be watching. So we were lucky. We had a gang of about 15 of us that started out on Twitch. So none of us really had nobody watching. We came in and there was at least 7 or 8 of us in those early streams. Myself, Tommy T started at the same time. And once we did a good 5-6 weeks of, it was just us watching each other and supporting each other, which is fantastic. But I felt I was holding myself back by playing what I thought they would like I would do if I'm out DJing for real. Once I let that go and started being myself on Twitch and playing what I felt I wanted to hear, my honesty on the camera was a lot better. And then that responded with people starting to tune in and vibing off me, vibing what I'm playing. Because I imagine most people in the Twitch chat room don't always like every song that you play, but they like watching you enjoying it. So that honesty on camera for me is the key to Twitch. If you come across like you're having fun, which I genuinely am, it really works. So Mark Oxford nailed a lot of what you just asked in his interview.
Yeah.
But yeah, be yourself. If you're not yourself and you try too hard to be something else, the camera doesn't lie. That is a true statement. So, you know, I'm animated. I can't talk on the mic without using my hands, as you can see on the camera.
I love it. Keep going.
It comes across, and people vibe off that. They get my energy, and yes, be honest, be yourself, and don't ever look at the viewing figures. Never look at it. Do not look at the viewers.
Okay, don't look. Okay, so so why do you say don't ever look at the viewing figures, the numbers? Why?
Because it puts you in a situation where you're thinking, where's the next people going to come from? And then Twitch is fluctuating on its viewer count. We see it go up and down like, you know, like a roller coaster, because it glitches and stuff happens, or, you know, Jazzy Jeff comes on and suddenly you see all the chairs rattle in people's rooms as they all go off to watch Jeff. Yeah, we all get that, you know, but don't look at the viewing figures. Just be yourself on camera. People will pick up on you and they will vibe off you if you're having fun. Play stuff you love. Don't look at the figures. The figures will come if people find you, if you get lucky, if you get some raids. There's so many big DJs on here now that are looking at, you know, people like me who was completely unknown 9 months ago, and going, do you know what? Let's take you to there. This guy plays 45s, or this guy's killer on the cuts, or this guy plays amazing music you've never heard before. This person plays Filipino dance music. You know, that's one of my favorite channels. There's Talusan. She plays Filipino music. I've never heard it, but I love her vibe and I love the way she plays the tunes. So for me, I'll go and watch that one, and Scratch Bastard could be on. And don't get me wrong, one of the greatest DJs in the world, and I love watching his chat and I love watching him DJ. But I like to kind of feel part of that chat room as well. And Scratch Bastard is like it's just a rolling list of people chatting, isn't there?
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, I want to chat about nerdy stuff and records and all that kind of malarkey. So if I'm in Laz Talusan's chat, I get to have a conversation with people. Great, you know, that's just me. Yeah, everyone gets different vibes off Twitch. That's my one.
Yeah, yeah. Why did you decide when you came to Twitch to only play 45s?
I have a lot, and I've collected 45s for a long time. When I first started DJing, I spun 45s. I'm not the biggest lover of 12 inches, which is mad considering I was a house DJ when I was a kid. I like the immediacy of it. I like the way it keeps me busy because I'm quite an animated character. So 45s, they're hard. It's difficult to do. And apart from myself, Flip Out, Tommy T, Danny Bounce. So there's more and more 45 DJs coming on Twitch, but we're probably the ones that everyone knows that spin 45s. So it gives you a USP, and that, I think, that is key to how it works on Twitch. And I got loads of them, so I may as well use them up.
Yeah. What's your curation process now? How do you still stay knowledgeable about current music, get it on 45 so you can blend in some newer music with the classics?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm a massive music consumer. If I'm not playing on Twitch, I'm watching it or I'm listening to stuff. I mean, Twitch has opened up all kinds of avenues for me. Bobby Shaw now sends me promos on email every week, which is amazing. Crafty Cuts, which I'm sure a lot of people know, has just sent me a Dropbox full of a load of his edits. So suddenly I'm getting all this kind of new cutting edge stuff that I always dreamed of having before when nobody knew who I was. And now people are sending me all this kind of crazy stuff. So, and I'm not working. There's no events in the UK. It's completely locked down. I was doing probably 1,500, 2,000 events a year. So now I'm spending all that time going through all the stuff I'm getting sent or going through new music and finding those magic 45s, which makes the chat go bonkers. As Mark Oxford said, you can see when the chat goes off. And every now and again, I'll find one. Nobody knows it's on a 45. I'll drop it and watch the chat explode. And, that's magic. That's real DJing, that.
Agreed. So Tammy the One, thank you for the question, by the way. She says, what do you mean with immediacy?
Well, as in, how current it is, I suppose, is how I read that.
Yes.
Yes. So we get sent. I suppose I'm well versed in the 45s game. So I've been on the scene over in the UK probably 10, 12 years properly because I love 45s. How many in my shared Salmon Mattis? I just saw that. So I get sent a lot of stuff and we all do edits. So we all share them amongst each other and laugh or like them or politely say, yeah, that's great. And but the whole thing is quite a scene over here. There's a lot of 45s DJs. I mean, the 45 Kings is an entire Twitch channel for 45s DJs.
Really?
So yeah, there's a whole Twitch channel that they just have 45s DJs on. Chris Star's Fat Wax, Mr.
Okay.
Larber on that channel. Fantastic. And there's always 45 DJs playing. And there's a lot of us. And it's worldwide. All Twitch has done is opened us up to everybody else. So you know, there's a big scene in the UK for 45s DJs. There's no money in it whatsoever. Hence the reason I still do the commercial stuff.
Right.
But for, like, say, and I don't live too far from Bristol in the UK, and that's got a massive 45 scene. Loads of great DJs. You can go out in Bristol every night of the week, and there's at least 10 decent DJs playing in all kinds of places. It's a nice place to live near. So,
okay. You mentioned something before, and shout out 45 Kings. I just gave you a follow. You do between 1,500 to 2,000 events a year. That all went away. How were you able to mentally deal with that and not have a breakdown?
So last December, sorry, not last December, December 2019, you have 31 days in December. My company did 225 events in 31 days.
Wow.
So for me, when lockdown happened, I could finally have a break for the first time in like 5 years. So for the first 3 months, I literally did my garden. I'm lucky. I'm really lucky, and my brain is always wired to look at whatever opportunities and what positivity I can take out of something. I never look at any negative stuff. I can't. It's just not in me. I'm really lucky like that, and I thank, you know, whoever it is every day for me waking up and I'm always smiling, and that's genuinely who I am. I'm just a happy guy. So I just took it as an opportunity, and I thought, okay, 3 months it'll be over, and it wasn't. And then I thought, oh, I might have to get a job. I'm starting to run out of money. I burnt all my savings. I still want to buy 45s.
Yes.
And so I just kind of rolled with it, and we roll with it every day. I have a very understanding family. Times are really tight, but we are getting through just.
How will you adjust your business once things open up to maybe, I don't want to say add on virtual, but now you've got this other element and other audience. How are you going to adjust your business and move forward?
I don't know. I really don't know, because up until Twitch, yeah, a lot of DJs in the UK might have known me as, oh yeah, Sammy's he's in the Wax Nerds crew, but they've never really seen me DJ 45s because I'm doing it almost every day now. I'm getting better at it because they're slippery little things. They're really hard to DJ. So many amazing DJs watch me play on Twitch that I really don't know where it's going to go. I mean, I'm on an American talk show right now. What?
Yes, you are.
Ask me that 12 months ago, I'd have laughed at you, you know? So I really don't know. I'd love to do festivals. I need to throw a massive shout out to Dunks in the Funk Hunters. He has been huge for my channel. He loves 45s too. He stumbled into my stream one day, loved what I did because I play 45s like nobody else. I beat match house 45s. I mean, who does that? I mean, it's a crazy idea. You get 8 bars and you're in, or it's over.
It's over.
Yeah. And you've either made yourself look an absolute fool, or you're like, yeah, that worked okay. But he was huge. Once he saw what I did, he got me on the Detour Drive, and that really did put me on the map. My viewers went from 45, 50 up to 60s and 70s like I get now. I do hit some hundreds. I'm not far off partner, fingers crossed. Let's hope that happens soon. And that'd be awesome to be a 45s DJ and make partner. I might be the first one, so that would be ace.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I want to ask you two things. We'll get back to the partner discussion because I always ask every DJ about that. But you mentioned something about how you're getting better at DJing on 45s. How are you able to have the self-awareness to put yourself out there live while you're still improving and it's not perfected, and be open to maybe not be batching right one time or slipping up? How are you able to do that and still stay positive?
I suppose to flip that, 45s allows you to make mistakes because there isn't one person in the chat that goes, "Oh yeah, that would have gone wrong for me," or even someone like Scratch Bastard. I mean, he tuned in on Saturday, which blew my head off. But again, he'll have points where he's doing 45s and it'll slightly go off kilter or whatever, and he won't mind me saying that. That's the nature of the beast. So you have to accept that it's not going to be perfect, and it's live. It's not a Mixcloud post or a SoundCloud post where people go back and listen to it again and critique you on getting it wrong. They know you're live. There's no reruns. I don't save the videos. So bang, it's gone. I'll laugh at it and it's over. It's just like playing live. It's just a dance floor. Everyone's vibing, or that's it. I suppose for me, 45s are easy to hide behind. So if I make a mistake, yeah, it's a 45 and most people will forgive you in the room.
Well, we love it regardless. So excellent. You grew up, started as a house DJ. You've traveled across many different genres. Which genre, if you had to pick one, do you love the most and why?
See, I can't stick to one. I find it kind of chains me down, because if I like a tune and I like a tune that maybe in a completely different genre, but my head says, "Oh, they all work well together," I got to go with it. So I love house music because it makes me want to dance. And if I had a choice of all the places I could go and watch on a night, I don't know, because I need to see a DJ really working it hard. For me, I want to see those skills, that technique. Mr. Thing was on Private Stock Records Sunday night. He was amazing. Coco was on DJ Spinner's birthday. He was amazing. And I love the Serato DJs. And I love what they do and all the cuts and things. But for me, if it's on vinyl, it's just a little bit, for me personally. That's just me. I mean, I get everyone likes different things. Some people probably watch my channel and think, "Oh my God, he's nuts," because I'm a bundle of energy. So to do a chill out show like we did tonight, I have to really calm myself down and hold it back, because I need that buzz off the chat room.
Yeah,
that keeps me going. So I'll say soul music. There you go. That's a nice broad.
Okay. Yeah.
There, isn't it? So
yeah.
Soul music would be my thing.
Soul music. Ooh. All right. We could talk about that for hours as well. I said it my one time for the day. Great. You talked about being close to partner. How have you been able to continue staying positive and not get burned out? Because that journey does burn some people out. How have you been able to do that?
I gotta thank everybody that watches me. If you go live and you see those names in your chat, and we've all got certain people that we really get on with, and that chat room, do not underestimate people that are watching, that just watch DJs, how amazing that chat room is. That is your dance floor, as Mark alluded to. That is the people. You can see the chat. If you're intuitive to read a dance floor, you're intuitive enough to read how people react in a chat room. And that is magic. The points when the chat room goes dead because everybody's lurking, or they put the kettle on, got coffee, or answered the door, or all the things that happen outside of what you're thinking is going on, that everyone's raving because they're on the dance floor in front of you. The chat room, it makes it. As soon as I switch on, and someone like Ad Vodka, who's a massive supporter of my channel, and a lot of people in the chat room will know Ad Vodka, the man's an absolute legend. He saved me going to work. He does enough on Twitch and supports so many DJs, and he's so wonderful. But someone like that pops in, and there'll be people in the chat: Tommy T, Stina Turner, Glassy, Mary Stems, Staffy Smile, Sam and Mattis. always pop in my chat. They're my mods, and it's like sharing some of yourself with people that you love every time you go live. So if I'm not going to make partner, okay, it's not going to happen. I've still got 50, 60, 70 people that are there every time I go live and love what I do. Great. If that's all I'm going to, that's fine. If I can make them happy and make them get through the day better, that works for me, and I'm good with it.
I love it. When you first started, like all of us, you ran into some technology challenges. How were you able to persevere and not let those challenges stop you?
I'm one of those people that if it isn't broke, I don't fix anything. I'll use something until it's on its last legs. I've had a few streams where ironically, if I do digital, it tends to go wrong. So I don't. It's like fate telling me not to do digital and stick to 45s.
Mm-hmm.
But my 1210 stuck on 78 RPM the other week just before a stream. So I had to flip it up and go digital for that one. And then DJ Fade, who's probably in the chat, phoned me, said, come and borrow one of my 1210s, which is this one. Mm-hmm. So much love to Fade. He's kept me going on Twitch. Everyone knows it's live. Everyone knows we're all doing this from my dining room or from your kitchen or DJP who streams from his bedroom with his freshly made sheets behind him on his bed. We're all doing this from home. So everyone understands if things go wrong. I mean, I had one where the whole stream collapsed. OBS flipped out on me. I come back and I had a level 5 hype train while I was gone.
That's lovely. That's beautiful.
It is. It's just people know this is a strange time. They understand if things go wrong. Don't get hung up on it. Don't worry about it. Come back on. Do it again. If you upset 3 people and they don't come back, there'll be 3 more people that come in. Really, don't ever focus on the negative stuff. Look at the positive things and keep going.
Yeah. Shout out Morse Code. Had some house glitches yesterday, so I had to stop his stream, but he came back and the stream was better the second time he came back. So that's exactly what you're speaking of. You mentioned nerding out. What piece of technology have you acquired since you started streaming on Twitch that you can't live without now?
The sound card I bought right from the off. That's amazing. It's 25 quid Behringer. And for me, being old-fashioned, I like the idea that it comes out of my mixer on phono leads. It goes into there on phono leads, and then it goes out of there on USB, and I don't care about that bit. I like the phono leads going into that. I know it works. Sean on the Strength Stokes sent me the sound card early doors before we all went live, and I'd done a couple of streams on Facebook with friends just to pep up the local community. So we used to do a Friday night community thing where we had singers on and everyone's streaming off their phone, as we all did before we understood direct audio and things. So I suppose for me, I cut my teeth doing the community stuff on Facebook. So when I hit onto Twitch, I already had decent audio, and all I've done is added a camera. So there's a camera above as well as one in front. Mm-hmm. If you could see behind the scenes, you would laugh because everything is precariously balanced on top of each other. and to my left is a table full of 45s, and I have to go thundering through every time I do a set. So off camera, there's always crazy stuff going on. But the camera I'm using now, Fat Wax uses it on his stream. I asked him what it was. He let me know because I just liked the way it looked. And I'm one of those people that if I like something, I'll find out what it is and then I'll adopt it because I liked what they did. But I'm not like most DJs are quite technical. So they're like, oh, what's the latest thing? What's the latest thing? What's the latest thing? I'm completely the opposite. Unless something is significantly better, I don't want to know. I'm just not bothered. Yeah. I'd rather spend money on records.
Indeed. Okay, so we got a couple more questions for you. I have one question from Danny Bounce to you. He says, "Hi, long-time listener, first-time questioner." It's like we're on a radio show. I love it. When this COVID is all over, will you continue on Twitch?
Yes, definitely. For me, this is the new nightclub. In the UK, nightclubs have more or less disappeared. We all do, especially playing vinyl, we'll do cocktail bars and we'll be the cool guy in the corner playing records that no one's actually really listening to. Or you know, the couple on a date, one of them will be Shazamming, and the other one will be like, "Oh God, I hate this." So there isn't that. There is still clubs, but it's more festivals, and Twitch is like a 24-hour festival. So for me, getting to explore my record collection, and I'm pulling 45s now. Like I bought 10, 20 years ago and never played. Suddenly I have an opportunity to play them. Because when you're going out to DJ 45s, you've got to be on it straight from the off. You've got to be playing dance floor anthems. Otherwise, everyone's going to leave the pub and go to the next place, because that's what it's. So Twitch allows you to play those records that you bought hoping you would play one day. And now you can, because people want to see, they want to hear stuff that they don't know is on 45. That's one of the things for me. So yes, I will definitely keep Twitch going. I've completely switched off from doing mixes on Mixcloud because I love that live experience and people in the chat. And I think a lot of people will stay on Twitch. It might not be as big as it's going to get for the next couple of months while, you know, things get around this vaccine and stuff. But I think there'll be a lot of people that continue.
What advice do you give to people who maybe approach you and say, "I want to stream myself playing 45s on Twitch, but I'm scared. I'm worried about how I'm going to look"? What advice would you share with them?
Oosh. Image. That's something I never really consider. Ad Vodka shouts at me all the time for improving my stream and making it look better and stuff. I'm so organic, I suppose is the word, where I would just have a picture on the screen of me playing 45s because that's what I want to do. So don't ever worry about how you look. Get your audio right. We're DJs. If you sound good, people will forgive your pictures. If they keep coming back, then maybe they want to see some more stuff. And then once they're in, if you're going to stream for 12 hours, you need some visuals going on. You need some other stuff going on because people are going to fall asleep after a while because there's only so much of an attention span most people will apply to it. So start off with what you're confident with and then work on and watch the DJs. I mean, we all watch everybody else on Twitch. I can't imagine there's a DJ on Twitch who doesn't watch at least 5 or 10 other streams. We'll all have ones that we particularly vibe with because they just excite us in our own ways. And you'll always pick up stuff off people and you think, that's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. And you just adopt them. And we're all sharing in this opportunity together. So we all have a chance to learn off each other, and everybody's been super positive about the whole Twitch thing. There isn't a DJ in here that won't, you know, shout out another DJ or promote another DJ stream because we're all in the same boat. So if we're all swimming together, and that's been happening for like 6 or 7, 8 months, which is for me phenomenal.
Yes,
and it's absolutely wonderful, and everyone loves everybody on Twitch, and that's because the chat rooms are so good. And everybody that's watching everyone is being so good. Let's keep that positivity going because that really makes a difference.
Yes. I'm going to let you leave by telling us your schedule and then any thoughts you might have not covered while we shared. So I'm going to let you kind of take us to our next interview with Stretch from Shellens. So I'm going to do that. I got to close my shade because the sun is shining on me. So do that. I'll be right back to kind of let us know your schedule and any last minute words of wisdom or advice.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we're kicking off a new Soul Train tomorrow, midday UK time. Myself and a lot of soulful DJs, DJ Codis, Ron Dog, Ray Domingo, DJ Volatiles put it all together. Kicks off at midday tomorrow on my channel We do an hour. We're raiding Tehran Dog in Australia. He's going to raid Domingo. He's going to Codis. We have Cut Corners. We have Flipside, the Chicago DJ. They're all part of that raid train. That's 12 o'clock tomorrow. 3 p.m. tomorrow. My favorite stream of the week. It's the Just House stream, wonderfully put together by Roger PTR. We go on to DJ Strobe and Mike Freak and lots of other house DJs that day. Thursday, we do kind of a showcase show. I had a friend of mine singing on the show last week. So a bit like our host is doing tonight, where he's interviewing DJs from around the world. We had John Lee Green that sang on the show last week, but we raided into him, so he had a chance to build his channel. And Friday, we do disco breakfast. So awesome. We play some disco tunes for 2 hours. That's good fun.
All right. Make sure you all are following Sam Tweets. Just a wealth of knowledge. Love your perspective on all things Twitch and life. When you figure out what you're going to do with your business and your company, please let me know, because I'm curious about the same thing once we kind of get out of that. And just ones and hearts, make sure you're following. And just thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate you.
Thank you very much. Great channel. Great idea. Love it. Brilliant. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Cool. Take care. All right. So hold on. We just had a raid. So DJ Dominate, thank you for raiding into us. Appreciate that. Ones and hearts in the chats for Sam Tweaks. Let me go through some of this. Anisha, thank you for the follow. Soul Taker, thank you for the follow. BMX Steve, thank you for the follow. Real DJ Yoshi, what's up, sir? Thank you for that sub. Happy 5 months. Appreciate you. I am Chris Dubs. Thank you for the follow. DJ Schmerda, thank you for the follow. Awesome work, you all. Thank you. All right, so a couple announcements real quick. Then we're going to get to Shell-ins. Let me show a couple things. Upcoming events here. We have, where are my things here real quick? Okay, so a couple things here. On Wednesday, we have the Twitch dating game, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We got a nice bachelor and 3 bachelorettes or 3 contestants. So come through, check us out. We have the world-renowned matchmaker Christina Morara that'll be joining us. Looking forward to that. Have a new show coming out on Thursday. It's all about the R&B music. 4 DJs will be talking about different topics in terms of R&B and music. So tune in. It'll be really interactive. People from the audience will have a chance to come on live and ask their questions. That's at 9 p.m. We have DJ LV going to be with us, Classics, and DJ D-Man will be our first guest. So we're excited about this one. And then we still have this boot camp. Let me show you. So we have the boot camp. If you're interested in learning about getting up and running, just how Sam Tweaks and Mark Oxford talked about, you want to get up and running on Twitch really quickly, send me a whisper. Streaming boot camp is coming up soon. All right. So now we're going to do this. Let's see here. DJ Parmar, thank you for the follow. DJ Fade, thank you for the follow. Yes, Sideshow Mall. Come to the Twitch dating game. Pazzy B, thank you for the follow. All right. We got Shellens here. Let me get them up here. Coming to the stage. Let's see. Oh, my emote wall. I have to deactivate my emote wall. It's not working right. Hold on. Let's do that really quickly. Let's turn the emote wall off. Okay, good. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Thanks again for that raid. DJ Dominate, make sure you're following him. Hit that link to refresh. We have Shellens coming to the stream right now. Hold on. Let's see here. How we doing?
Same, bro. You okay?
Yes. We hear you loud and clear. How's it going?
Can you hear me good? Yeah.
Yes. So we'd like to welcome Team Shellens to Twitch University.
Yeah.
First off, tell us where you're based at right now. Where are you based at?
What's good, people? I'm based in Manchester, UK, representing Old Trafford.
And if I recall correctly, you're a Manchester United fan. Is that accurate?
Very much. Don't ever get that wrong. Manchester, Old Trafford base. So yeah, Manchester United fan all the way. People in the comments don't want to start. If you're not a United fan, I don't want to hear it, and I don't want to see that YNWA in the chat either. Get that out of here.
So I'm a Liverpool fan, but we can put that to the side.
Oh my word!
Put that to the side for right now.
I would have said no if you would have told me that before.
Tell us, first of all, we always love to know, what does Team Shellens mean, and how do you get the nickname Stretch?
Right, you have to bear with me because I'm a bit nervous. I'm a bit nervous when it comes to interviews. Right. Stretch has actually been going longer than Team Shellings. I've been DJing the Stretch name. I've had the Stretch name since I was about 13 years old. The Stretch name came from, I ain't gonna lie, just being tall. I'm the same height I am now I was when I was 13 years old. I was 6 foot when I was 13, and I'm still 6 foot now.
Okay.
So the name Stretch came from there. My surname is actually Armstrong, so I didn't actually know about the Stretch Armstrong thing until after that, which was kind of weird. I actually thought someone took my name, then I realized it was already there. So the name Stretch I've had for since I was 13 years old. And Team Shellings itself, Team Shellings, a brand, has been running for, I could say, the past 8 years.
Mhm.
I'd say between 8 and, I'd say about 8 years. I can't really put a date on it of the Team Shellings brand, but I'd say about 8 years. It could be a bit longer, but I'd say between 8 and 10 years, the Team Shellings brand itself has been going.
How did you, because you just celebrated your 10-month anniversary. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you very much. Yeah, 10 months on Twitch. Can't believe it myself.
It's crazy. How did you first find Twitch, and what inspired you to start streaming?
How do we find Twitch? Well, I'll start with the streaming. Before Twitch and before lockdown, I've never streamed. I've literally never streamed. I've never streamed on Facebook. I've never streamed on Instagram. I've never streamed on any platform. The reason I started streaming because of lockdown, keeping people in the high spirits. I'm a DJ and a promoter. I was self-employed, but this whole pandemic took care of that. So the streaming really came into keeping people's spirits up. And obviously being a DJ, used to DJing every weekend, I'm literally going from DJing every weekend or promoting some form of event to literally doing nothing. It was, we need to get on the stream. So we, as a group, we started streaming on Facebook. And 3 weeks into streaming on Facebook, Facebook shut us off completely. Facebook shut off my page. My Wi-Fi, my internet in my home wasn't working good. It's like they just sent something to my house, just completely locked us off. I don't know why, because there was so many DJs streaming on Twitch, on Facebook at the time. But as Team Shellings, we were getting a lot of views. And obviously, you know about the copyright laws and everything, and they were just hitting us hard every week. So 3 weeks into streaming on Facebook, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the very last Sunday of that 3 week period, Facebook shut us off. And I thought I was going to lose my mind because it was the only thing that I had to hold on to as a DJ and to keep the people's spirits up. And it was literally like a club online. Like I said, I've never streamed before this, so it was kind of something new to me. And how I found Twitch, I'm not too sure if it's in the chat. If it's not in the chat, big shout to Gareth Tunes. Literally, a guy who I've never met before, never spoke to before in my life, sent me a message the day we got banned on Facebook. He said, right, if you give me 30 minutes of your time, I can put you onto a platform called Twitch. At that time, I was so angry that Facebook had done this to us. I didn't want to speak to anybody. So I literally just shut off that night. And when I had a sulk to myself on the settee, and just thought, right, what next? And then I remembered the message from a guy called Gareth. I'm not too sure if he's in the chat.
Yeah, he's there.
Is he here?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Big shout to Gareth Tunes if you're in the chat. If it wasn't for Gareth Tunes, you would have never seen us on Twitch.
Wow.
So a guy called Gareth, he's sent me a message on Facebook. Yeah, there he is right there. Gareth, big up yourself every time. Guy called Gareth sent me a message on my Team Shellings page inbox and said, give me 30 minutes of your time, I can set you up on Twitch. Wasn't interested. The next day I thought, let me call back that guy. Called him, never met him before, never seen him before. He didn't know me, I didn't know him. He made his way to my house and started kind of working me through Twitch. I thought he actually knew about Twitch, but he actually just found a site and thought, I need to get these guys on. So whatever we were doing on Facebook, it was uplifting people. for this guy to come out of nowhere and say, you need to keep going. So we did a little, what's it called? Team Viewer.
Mm-hmm.
He set me up with a thing called OBS before Streamlabs. I set all that up on my Mac and started streaming from there. And then eventually came down to my house, realized I've got a PC. I said, oh, you got a PC? Let's transfer everything over to there. So that's literally how I got on Twitch. Didn't know nothing about Twitch, never heard of Twitch before. Literally knew nothing about it. It was all new to me. So yeah, that's how I got on Twitch, just like that. So once again, thanks to Gareth Tunes. If it wasn't for him, probably wouldn't be here today. So I owe him a lot. Yeah.
Shout out Gareth Tunes. Thank you very much for that, because we need Shellens on Twitch. And you started on Twitch, and like you were on fire from jump. How were you able to grow so fast? And tell us about your experience with Partner when you didn't even realize what that was.
Yeah, well, I'm sweating. I'm not even doing anything. I told you I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm sweating.
The stories, keep telling the stories.
Oh, I'm sweating, man. Right, sorry, what was that question? Sorry.
So like you got on Twitch and immediately you grew very fast. How'd that happen? And talk to us about how you found out you got Partner and didn't even know what that was.
Oh yeah. Right. How we grew fast on Twitch. There was a group of us. I'm sure for those who have been here from start, there was a group of us. Team Shellings was 5 members. It's been 5 members. It was 4 members for a while, and then it became 5 members at the beginning of 2020. Mm-hmm. So it was 5 members. There was 5 of us who were involved in Team Shellings when we first started streaming. And the reason we've had so much success on Twitch, and now with it just being myself, I've had so much success on Twitch. We literally brought our audience. So as I was saying to you, Facebook shut us off. I literally went under. I just didn't want to speak to anybody because I live and breathe music. My grandfather was one of the first sound system DJs in the UK in the 50s. So it's in my blood. I live and breathe music, and I literally can't do without playing music or doing something music orientated. So when we obviously spoke to Gareth, he told us about Twitch. We're thinking, how the hell are we gonna transfer our audience from Facebook? Everybody knows about Facebook to a platform nobody knows about. But I'm a promoter. I'm a stroke promoter, stroke DJ. It's my job to promote. It's my job to go out there and build something, whether it's a new platform, whether it's a new club. That's my job. I've always done that. So I thought, right, let's build a little flyer. I built a little flyer on my phone. It wasn't called a designer or anything. Let me put something on my phone. Let's make this Twitch page. I didn't know nothing about Twitch. I didn't know about bits. I didn't know about subs. I literally knew nothing. I knew nothing. All I knew is, can we stream? That's it. Can people see us? So we literally spent that whole week using every single platform we've got: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp messages. Everybody will be back next week. We'll be back next week. Get onto this thing called Twitch. What is a Twitch? What is a Twitch? Listen, we'll explain to you after. Just sign up. Does it cost anything? No. If you've got a PlayStation, if you've got an Xbox, sign up to Twitch. So we was actually lucky. I've seen a lot of DJ stories, and I have to say we was actually lucky. I can't say it was just luck because we did put in the work.
Yes.
And like I said, I'm a promoter and I live and breathe promotion. So we literally brought all our following from Facebook to Twitch. So our very first stream, which was, if I'm right, it was the end of March. Mm-hmm. End of March, beginning of April. Our very first stream, because I've checked back the stats, we had 456 people in our very first stream on Twitch. Wow. Which at the time, believe it or not, I thought that was nothing. I'm like, oh, we had 1,000 people on Facebook. So to me, I'm like, we had 1,000. I think our very last stream on Facebook, we had 1,000 people in our last stream on Facebook, and the stream on Facebook we were serving drinks. We literally turned it into a club. Who wants a drink? Bartender. Who wants some food? We're going to serve some food. Security. There's a fight in the corner. We literally treated our Facebook stream like the club, because that's all I know, the club. So we literally convinced the majority of our followers, our viewers on Facebook to join Twitch. So our very first stream was 556 people. And then our second stream was like 300 and odd people. And I've looked at the stats since we've gone on 10 months now and realized that we literally came here with a bang. Now, understanding Twitch and knowing what viewers are getting, I'm not getting 456 people in my chat anymore. But at the end of March, there wasn't the majority of the DJs that are on Twitch now were on Twitch. So looking back at it now, we actually came in with a bang. Whereas I thought that we lost a lot of our viewers because it literally halved from Facebook. So I linked with a DJ. I was on Twitch for a few weeks. I started seeing a load of DJs on there, but I was drawn to one particular DJ who doesn't really stream music anymore. He's a gamer. He's called DJ Enterprise. I will never forget this guy. I'm not too sure if he's on or if he's in here. Shout out DJ Enterprise from New York. I owe that guy a lot. I was watching him for a week, and I realized that he only had 9 people in his stream. And I'm like, why is this DJ so good, but he's only got 9 people? Why have we got so much and he hasn't? I didn't understand that. So DJ Enterprise was the very first DJ we actually raided. We actually crashed his stream. I was watching him for a whole week, 2 weeks. And I'm thinking, wow, this guy's only got 9 people. Oh, he's got 10. Oh, he's got 7. And I've seen a lot of DJs with the 100s and the 200s, the 300s, but I got drawn to this DJ. To me, it just didn't seem happy. I didn't see music's supposed to be enjoyment. You're supposed to love playing music. I love playing music. And I didn't see the smile in his face. So I said, you know what? We're going to raid this guy. When I found out what raiding was about, we're going to raid this guy. I had to do some little discovering and little, research on raiding. And I thought, right, we're going to raid this guy. And we literally raided him, crashed his stream. I started to see the joy in his face, and that gave me joy. Because I'm like, we're literally bringing a DJ what's been on it. He told me that he'd been on it for like a year at the time.
Wow.
And we've just come on and we've got all these viewers. I wanted to pass my love to him. So we raided him first, and we literally started raiding him every single weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And he went from having nobody to having a steady stream. So me and him started speaking. As the month started getting on, me and him started speaking. I got this thing what came up and said, a week later, I got a thing came up that said affiliate. Didn't know much about it. He said, sign it, just sign it. All I seen was Twitch are going to take half of this and take half of that. But at the time, I'm not getting no bits or subs. We didn't know. I wasn't telling people to sub to my channel or to bits to my channel. Just come in and have fun. So he said, you need to fill this out. And then this is bits and this is subs. You need to get people to subscribe to your channel. So literally, as I filled out the affiliate thing, the affiliate forms, boom, the next week, we're inviting you to the partner program. And I'm like, what the hell's a partner program? Now, this is the joy of coming on Twitch. Now, I see a lot of DJs now, their aim is to get partner. And I'm so glad that I joined Twitch without that aim, because I think it would have took the how can I put it? It would have took the fun out of what I came here for, because I didn't, like, obviously there's a lot of DJs now or before that what came on here knowing, there's bits, the subs, you can make a bit of money. I did not know we can make money off Twitch. That wasn't my thing. We had a thing called Money Pull Up, which is a thing. I come from the dancehall scene. So when you're playing at the dancehall events, Money Pull Up, someone will come throw some money down, take the mic, pull up that song, they get to speak on the mic, say what they're saying, big up their crew, boom, Money Pull Up. So when we was on Facebook, was like, everyone was like, Money Pull Up in the chat. We was like, we're going to get a Money Pull Up button. Kind of didn't know what it was. When we got on Twitch, we heard that you can put a donation button on. It took us 3 weeks to even add that donation button, because I kind of felt like I'm gonna ask people for money. I've got too much pride. I ain't gonna lie. I've got too much pride to ask people for money. So we kept asking people in the chat. People were asking us in the chat, you need to have some form of donation. You guys have been, uplifting our spirits from Facebook, 3 weeks on Facebook, 3 weeks on Twitch. So we're 6 weeks in now. So we got a donation button and people started to donate, but we still didn't know about bits and subs. So it was DJ Enterprise. So basically I got the affiliate form, filled that out. A week later, I got the partner form. So I think it was already in the making. I didn't know about why I got it. And then I realized 75 average, we're doing 300-400, still not knowing what this thing's about. And DJ Enterprise said, you better fill out these forms. I've never known anybody to get affiliate in the time that you've got affiliate. I mean, I've never known anyone to get partner in the time that you guys got the partner. So he literally had to scream down the phone and tell me to fill out these partner forms. So what he said, before I do that, you need to start getting people to sub to your channel because it opens up emotes and everything. And that's when I started to get onto the emote stuff. And then we started to put that out there and people started to sub, filled out the form and got the partner. So I literally didn't know nothing about partner affiliate before I come here. So I'm kind of happy that I didn't. And so I could just concentrate on why I was here, and that was to play music. So yeah, that's my partner story. A bit crazy, but that's the truth of how we got partner. We got partner without even knowing what partner was. So that was the beauty of getting partner.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, amazing. That's crazy.
I want to go back to when you talked about promoting. A lot of people here who are coming over from Facebook and Instagram to Twitch have trouble bringing their audience over. You did a tremendous job doing that. What 3 or 4 tips would you give people now? What can they do to try to bring their large audiences over from a Facebook or an Instagram to Twitch?
Bringing the audience over. I've seen a lot of people using other methods. Like I see a few of the DJs I've linked with now. They have a thing on their Instagram and it will say live. But when you click on the Instagram, they're not live. It's just got a message saying we are live on Instagram. I personally have not done that yet. A few DJs have told me how to do it. I've never streamed on Instagram anyway, so I've never had the drive to bring my Instagram audience to Twitch because I've never streamed on Twitch. Facebook, like I said, I never streamed on Facebook before that. But I'll say to bring your audience over, I think it's just a better platform. It doesn't restrict you. How I went about it is promoting. So literally hitting people every day. Switch to Twitch, switch to Twitch, switch to Twitch. We even got an emote for it. I'm not saying I invented switch to Twitch. Not saying that at all. But we did get an emote. We did get an emote saying switch to Twitch. And I think it was just letting people know this is a better platform. They can get to see us longer. They're not going to get shut off because that's what was happening on Facebook. They can get to see us longer. They can get to interact with people from around the world, where on the other platforms, I wasn't really interacting with people around the world. It was mainly the UK. So I'll say any advice is just, it's kind of convincing your audience that this is the place they want to be. And I think that's what we had to do. It was very hard for us to, like I know Twitch is big in America. Twitch is not big in the UK. So it was very hard for us to convince people in the UK to join something that they never heard of. But we convinced them that we're gonna get the same vibes, you're gonna get that same energy. If you were missing the vibes or the energy on the other platform, you can get more of the energy here. Also, it was all about the emotes as well. We have our own emotes, so you can be literally in the chat spamming our emotes and feeling a part of it more than being on the other platform. So like I said, I'm a promoter at heart. Like I'm a promoter stroke DJ. So I just kicked in promoter gear. Let me get a flyer made. Let me build this like a nightclub. And like I put on a lot of events. So straight away I'm like, right. Soon as we streamed, our very first weekend we streamed was what I'm still doing today. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. We named them. the Uptown Lockdown Friday, the Isolation Party on Saturday, Shellings and Chill on Sunday. I love reggae music and slow jams. So we literally had a format, and how I brought them over was literally saying, this is your club night now. This is your Friday night. This is your Saturday night. This is your Sunday night. There's no clubs open. We're literally going to party. I'm going to bring the party to your living room. We're going to bring the party to your living room. And it's a better platform to have on your telly, on your area. And literally that is what method we use. And I think that's a method I think every DJ out there or every streamer should use. Obviously telling the family and friends, but letting them know that there's no clubs, there's no nightlife at the moment. I can literally bring that nightlife to you on a daily or a weekly basis. And I think that's the advice I would give. Letting your audience know you're here, even if it's a little flyer, letting them know. You could make the flyer yourself. I started off making the flyers myself, to calling my designer to say, right, you know, I know you're not really working, but I need a flyer for this, I need a flyer for that. And that's kept him in work as well. So yeah, I think it's letting all your audience know, using every single platform you have, whether it's WhatsApp, whether it's text message, to let your people know this is where you are. And the more people will come over, the more people will hear about it. And then obviously you start building a relationship with other people on Twitch. So yeah. Hope that's enough information for.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that's good info. Got a shout out to people. I think you would pronounce this Zara Abib. Thank you for the follow. K by the River, thank you for the follow. DJ Vince Adams, thank you for those 1,000 bits. Appreciate you, sir.
DJ Vince Adams, big up yourself.
Yes.
Respect, bro.
Lay Essence, I believe that's how I pronounce that. 100 bits. DJ Mellow Music, thank you for the follow. Vince, thanks again for the sub. Happy 6 months. DJ Acer, thank you for the follow. Twitch you shout out. So shout out to you, DJ Pretty Boy Floyd Blue Halos. That's a lot there. Good stuff.
Big up yourself.
Yes.
North Carolina in the building.
DJ Guardian FS, thank you for the follow. DJ Subtext, thank you for the follow.
Shout out to Michelle's family as well. See them all in there.
Thank you for the follow. Select the Jinx, thank you for the follow. Air Adam, thank you for those bits. My next question for you, if you could go back to when you first streamed, that first Twitch stream when you had over 500 people, and give your younger streaming self advice based on what you know now, what advice would you give your younger self? You got a hype train, so we'll keep talking while the hype train goes on. Thank you for those
hype train. Shout out to the hype train crew. DJ Blender, see ya. Big up yourself, bro. Right, sorry. What advice would I give myself from the first stream till now? Yeah.
And as you say that, I'm gonna shout out some people. Think about it. Let me think. Yeah. Lots of bits coming in here. Nerd Chris, thank you for the bits. Clarky2201, thank you for those bits. How do you pronounce this? Rachi, thank you.
DJ Rachie, that's the wife.
Thank
Rachie
you.
Rachie Shelley's family. Yeah.
DJ Meek, thank you for those bits. Lee, thank you for the bits. DJ Pretty Boy Floyd Blue Halos, I love saying that. Thank you for the bits. Baby Doll, thank you for the bits. Thank you for gifting that gift sub. Vince Adams, Mark Oxford, thank you. Luscious99. How do you pronounce this? Seminono. Thank you for those. Thank you for that help. Sharina, thank you for those bits. Baby Doll, thank you for the bits. DJ Dominate, thank you for the bits. Thank you for that raid, sir. Also, Mimi Berry, White Tiger, Craft. Okay, keep going. We'll get to the rest of these. Keep going.
Right. So, what would I tell my younger self when I first started Twitch? I would tell him. I would tell him that you've got a PC there. Why the hell did you try and squeeze everything on your little MacBook? If you go back to my first stream, I was using my MacBook to stream on, to use OBS, to play my music. And I literally had a PC. It wasn't the top of the range PC. I still got it right now, an i5. It was an i5 Dell computer. And what happened was when Gareth came and seen I've got a PC, he's like, wait, so you're cramming everything in? You got a PC? No, get everything on there.
Yes.
So I would tell my younger self when I first started Twitch, set everything up on my PC and do it that way. And maybe I would have, I don't know, maybe the first few streams would have actually looked better. Because when I'm looking back at it now, I'm literally got my face in the camera and it's all crazy. And And there was a few of us when we started. Obviously, a lot of people have seen now that there's only me. There was a few of Team Shellings when we started. And Team Shellings is literally, don't really want to go into too much detail, but Team Shellings is literally withered down to me, which end of the day is my brand. I've put a lot into Team Shellings, and I'm going to protect my brand at all costs. So I would just say I would have trusted myself a little, trusted in myself a bit more. I put in a lot of work, and a lot of people didn't see the background work. I was literally going bed at 5, 6, 7, 8 in the morning, and I think I don't know. I don't know what to say. I would say delegate a bit more, but I did try and delegate, and it didn't really work out. So I ended up doing a lot more on my own. So I would say I don't know. I don't know. What would I say to my first self? I don't know. Don't overdo it, because that's how I became ill.
Okay.
I ended up overdoing. I ended up going in, like, as you know, my streams are not as long anymore. We was doing 8, 9 hour streams, and I think we just love playing music in it. So we was doing a lot of streams. I think that's the only thing I can say. I can't really go into too much detail because, like I said, there was a few of us, and now there's only me. So obviously everyone will have their own things to say about it, and I don't really want to speak about people who are not here. So I'll just say I would have said bring in a few more people to delegate a few things, because I was literally learning Streamlabs, learning how to do this, learning how to do that, learning the backgrounds, I was doing so much, and I wish I would have had, say, someone else there who I knew could learn everything I was learning. And as I was learning it, they was learning it. And as I was teaching, they was teaching, so we could bounce off each other. I think I was doing a lot, considering there was a lot of us, and that's not being bad mouth to anybody. It was just I was doing a lot, and I wish the work could have been shared out at the time. And that's all I can say. I don't really want to be going into too much detail. I don't want to be bad mouthing anyone. It's not in my nature. So I wish that's the only thing I would say that really.
Excellent advice. So thank you, Laney, for giving that gifted sub. Alex, thank you for those 100 bits. DJ Bigman, thank you for 200 bits. Thank you for the follow, CT Francisco 34, DJ Daz. Thank you for that.
Wow.
Thank you for that 5-piece. Let me know what size you want. We have fries, plantains, corn on the cob. Nerd Chris, thank you for those bits. Greta, that gift sub. DJ Vince Adams, thank you again for another gifted sub. Appreciate that. Baby Doll, thank you as well. Dawn P, what's up, Dawn P? Thank you for that sub. Happy 5-month anniversary. Thank you, DJ. It's a DI Bubs. Good. My next question would be, and I'll get to the rest as well. We're at 124%, level 5, 2 minutes left. How has your health and your diet changed since you got sick and improved? Because I know that you made some changes, but it's going to help you in the long run. Yeah. What kind of changes have you made so far?
Changes. Well, like I said, I overdid it. I know that now. Mm-hmm. I'm not even really a drinker, but I was over drinking. I've seen that on Twitch. Shots. I got caught up in the, let me have a drink every time I stream. I'm a smoker. I overdid the smoking. Mm-hmm. I went from the smoking regular to right. As you see, I've got an emote, which is a smoking emote, which is very popular on Twitch. And every time I hit that emote, I would smoke. And I literally was overdoing it. Like, I am not on UK time anymore. I'm on your time. I am on East, I am on West Side time, I am on PST. I have a lot of followers who are from the West Side. So my body clock is on East Side, West Side time, it's not on UK time. So the changes I had to make, I was literally getting up at UK time, but going bed West Side time. I was going bed at 6, 7, 8, 9 in the morning. Staying up all night, doing different builds, then heavily smoking, and then having a drink, and then doing it again and doing it again and doing it again. And not too long ago, I ain't gonna lie, it was absolutely scary. My body just started shutting down. I woke up in the middle of the night. In fact, I started feeling it a few weeks before, started getting a pain at the bottom of my back. And I remember, like, I was doing 8-9 hour streams. I cut my 9 hours down to 8 hours. I cut my 8 hours down to 7 hours. I didn't want to go lower than 7 hours. I just felt it wasn't about what I was making or anything. If you know me, if people know me, they know that I've never been here for the money or the bits or the subs. I love playing music. I know some people, I've met some people who were really having a hard time with lockdown, whether they lost somebody or anything, and it touched me with nearly everybody I met. Somebody has something in their life. So the reason I did so many long streams is just to keep it going, keep people's spirits going. At the same time, I was overdoing it. So probably about a month now, 5 weeks, I literally woke up with a pain in my back, and it was going from the bottom of my back to the top, and it's like it went around and it stopped here. Not on my heart side, look, but it stopped here.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on. My whole body felt different. I woke up and I couldn't breathe properly. So obviously, with this COVID thing, it looked like symptoms of COVID. Even though, to me, I'm like, no, I already know I've been heavily smoking. Like, and I realized it within my pocket. Like, no, I'm doing too much with this smoking, and I've gone from being a casual smoker to a very heavy smoker. I went from being a non-drinker to that, apart from having a drink at the weekends when I DJ, to drinking heavily. So my body, I ain't gonna lie, my body started shutting down. My breathing, my temperature, everything. The next day when I woke up, my temperature was in the 40s, late 40s. I was sweating like crazy. I had pain down one side of my body, which automatically thought, am I having a stroke? So, it was so scary. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even want to speak about it because it just gets me emotional. But I lay down on the settee, and I could tell by my wife's face, by the other half's face. You see her, Rachel Shelley's family in the chat. I could see by her face that it was serious. I was literally dripping with sweat. We called the paramedics. They come out. I could see in their face something wasn't right. They checked my temperature. They said, if your temperature does not drop within 15 minutes, you are going to the hospital because this is not normal. So when they went back to the ambulance, I literally stripped all my clothes. I literally opened all my doors, my windows. I'm like, I don't want to go to the hospital. COVID right now. And, you know, we've got that little thing, you know, especially, obviously, it's different in different places. I'm from the UK. I don't want to go to the hospital and be put on no COVID ward. That's what was going through my head. They are not taking me to the hospital. So I literally stripped, and I literally opened all my doors and windows, and my temperature went back down within that time of the paramedics coming back up. After that, I literally got prescribed every antibiotic, every drug possible. I was literally on medication all that week. I could not eat. I ate zero food that week. I couldn't not even drink water. My body was literally shutting down on me, which was crazy. Obviously, I had big streams on New Year's Eve. I did a 12-hour stream for my birthday. And I think coming up to the beginning of this year, my body just had enough. I didn't know if it was my lungs. I didn't know what it was. And it literally just knocked me out. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I had the wickedest pain in my body, and I didn't actually think I'll be fit enough to even be streaming again or doing that now. So spoke to my doctor, spoke to the paramedics, and they literally told me I'm overdoing it. They said whatever I'm doing, I am literally overdoing it. I'm not getting enough sleep. I'm not eating enough. I'm smoking too much. I'm drinking too much. I'm literally running my body down. So I literally had to put a hold on everything. Stop streaming. I've literally had to stop smoking now, which I've been smoking for years. I'm kind of finding it hard dealing with it because I've been smoking for so many years, and I've literally gone from smoking heavily to not smoking at all. with no nicotine patches or nothing, just doing it raw, and it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. The drinking part, I'm not too bothered about because I was never really a drinker. I had a drink at the weekends when I was out. I could go out and DJ and literally have one glass and have that one glass all night. But I was at home knocking back bottles, and I drink white rum, Ray and Nephew white rum. So I was literally knocking back bottles. And so I know my body wasn't used to it. I'm not really a big guy. I'm a tall guy. I'm not really a big guy. So my body couldn't take it. And that's what happened. So what changes have I made? No drinking. I've not had one alcoholic beverage in 5 weeks. And to be honest with you, I don't miss alcohol. I'm not a drinker. The smoking, on the other hand, I am missing it because it's my release. It's my, at the end of the day, end of the stream, let me have a smoke. If I can try and change that and get some oil, if I can try and change that and get some oil, then maybe I can go with some oil. You know what I mean? Some oil, yeah. If I can get some oil, maybe I can change that because I think it was the smoking nicotine intake. So yeah, my changes are no smoking, no drinking. I've got a juicer there where my missus is juicing up a lot of stuff for me every day, and doing more exercise. As you know, we've been on lockdown. I've literally gone lazy. So no exercise, no walking up and down, and I'm not getting any younger. So I'll say this to all streamers, get a juicer because our whole body pattern has messed up now. We're on different times. We're not eating. We're not sleeping. I know a lot of streamers who stream every day. I personally can't do it. I have my family to look after, and it will literally drive me mad if I streamed every day. Not to say I wouldn't do that, but I want people to turn on and think, Shellings are on. Oh, Shellings are on. Rather than turn on every day and see Shellings. I want them to, have that little specialness about it. So I'll say to all streamers, get a juicer. Juice up some fruit, juice up some ginger. I know I always talk about ginger, raw ginger. Get that raw ginger, get some spirulina, get some sea moss, get all that good stuff and juice that stuff up and drink that daily, guys. Guys, trust me. Because what you are missing, that's going to put it back in you. And since I started doing that, I feel like a new man. I feel like a totally different person. In not just my body, in my mind as well. So yeah, that change is a must. If you've all of a sudden started drinking a lot, not eating a lot, not sleeping a lot, heavily smoking, all that, guys, I would say start juicing, start putting that goodness back in your body because it is a big change for us. And we don't know. Sometimes you don't know you've not eaten because you got to get on your stream, and then you got to do that 5-6 hours on your stream, and then you're tired when you finish, and then you go again. I would say just juice, guys. Get some of that goodness in your body because I do not want what happened to me to happen to any other streamer because it was very scary. At the end of the day, you've got to think about your families for the guys who've got families out there, or for the girls, ladies who've got families out there. You've got to think about your families. So, I'll say the change is a must, definitely.
Yeah. So just so people understand, you have a family, someone you're homeschooling, like you have a family while you were going through all this. So we'll just share that. You don't have to go into the details.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's okay. And if anyone has some connection to some oils, I saw Blend One in the chat. We're going to get you some oil so we can help you along the way. Well, what else?
Blend One is my guy. I've met him. I've known him for 9 months now. I've been here for 10 months. I've known Blend for 9 months. DJ Blend's from the Bay Area. Me and him literally speak every single night. It's weird because I've never really had any friends. I didn't know anybody from the West Side. And me and him literally speak every night. He's helped me a lot through the lockdown. I'll say I've helped him a lot through the lockdown. I've got a load of other DJs who I speak to, but he's a guy who I've literally been speaking to from start till now. If a night goes by where we've not spoke, it's a bit weird. Oh, we didn't speak tonight. So he's helped me a lot during this. I know he's a guy who deals with the oils, and he said he's going to help me with the oils to keep me going. So what was the question? Sorry.
Glenn, I'm going to holler at you too, but that's a different subject for a different day. You have a very, very unique skill where you can be DJing and you have the ability to shout out anyone and everyone that comes to your stream. Yeah. How are you able to acquire that skill?
Was that what you asked me before? I'm sure
No,
you asked
this
me something else.
new question.
Oh, I see. All right. So having the ability to shout everybody out. Well, it's mad. If you've been on my channel for a while, you would have known that I was never really the mic man. So I was never really the mic man. There was always a mic man. I've always had a mic man. I've always had a host. Throughout my career, it's weird because I never spoke on the mic. So this is very surreal for me, considering I'm very talkative now and I'm very talkative in my stream, but I never spoke on the mic. I kind of had to adapt to speaking on the mic. So the first few weeks, you would have seen that bit huskiness in my voice because my voice wasn't used to it. Just like if I was a singer who's not used to singing, they're going to start hurting the voice. I started to adapt to speaking on the mic and communicating with the chat. I feel communicating with the chat is very, very important to me. Like I said, I'm not just here for me. I'm not here for me. I'm here for them people in the chat. Right now, the people in the chat, I'm here for these guys. So I had to find the balance of how can I still communicate to my chat while still playing music. Obviously, as you see, when we started, we had an MC. We had other DJs. So it was MCs on. I'm DJing. I would say my few little things. We will bounce off each other. I will come off. Another DJ will come on. Team Shellings was a brand. Team Shellings was a host of DJs. Team Shellings is Mr. Stretch now. So I had to adapt to that. And end of the day, I've been DJing since I was 14 years old. My goal, my ambition is to be a DJ, was to become a DJ, worldwide DJ. I could always talk on the mic for family occasions, but on the big stage or on a camera like now, I could literally never talk on the mic. So I had to adapt. What do I do? Is my stream going to change? Am I going to stop streaming? Or am I going to pick up this mic and am I going to adapt to speaking on the mic? Now, like I said, the importance of my stream is the chat room, is communicating with the chat. I don't care who you are, you're going to get a shout out in the chat. If you're here, if you took time out to be here, then I'm going to take time out to shout out the chat. So I'll have a little section where I'll big up everybody, or I'll have a little section at the beginning of the show where everybody's coming in. I'll say good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'll make sure everybody's welcome. My moderators know that. It's something that we've spoke about with just welcoming people in. Obviously, the chat's moving a lot, so I don't expect them to do so much. My moderators, I've got to big them up because they do so much. But that's our thing. Our thing is welcoming everybody with a family, and no matter what nationality you are, no matter what race you are, when you come to my chat, you're getting welcome no matter what part of the world you're from. Like, I've had people say, am I all right with shouting at people from Germany? Of course I am. Like, why won't I be? Obviously, that's the thing with Germany and England. You know, the Germany and the UK thing. That ain't nothing to do with me. You come in my talk, you're going to get a shout out, no matter where you're from. And that's very important to me. I want people to come to the chat and feel welcomed. So no matter what part of the world you're from, I have to shout people out. I've had people in my chat saying, could you be quiet now and play some music? Ban. See you later. Ban. Time out. See you later. Do not dictate what I say to my chat because I love the chat. Without the chat, there will be no me. Yes. I always remind the chat. Without you guys, there will be no me. I'm not the big DJ. You guys are. When they leave, then they've left. If they decide not to come in your chat, you have nobody. So I like to make the chat feel special because it is about them. I am here for them. Yeah, people will come in, jump in and jump out to get the shout out or whatever. Either way, I know how Twitch works now. But them core people what are in my chat every single stream, no matter what, from start to finish, I have to make them feel special. You could be a brand new person. You could be the first time you come to the chat. You'll still get that same welcome from the same people who have been there for the past 10 months. We're a family, and I like to keep that family connection in the chat. I like to know every DJ is going to get a shout out, no matter where you're from, or every audience is going to get a shout out. So, yeah, it's very important for me to not just come here and play music and to communicate, to let them know about me. You know, I get to learn a lot about other people as well. So it's important to me to learn about everybody, because at the end of the day, I've met some good people in here, and my chat's not really a friend thing no more. It's a family, and that's why we've got the Shellings family emo, because we're kind of like a family now. Like there's people from all over the world who have met each other. Like people have literally become friends in my chat from different parts of the world, and I literally see it in there, and I want to have that family feel in my chat, and yeah, that's why they're very important. So big shout out to the chat, because any day without you guys will be no me, and I never let them forget that.
I agree. In your opinion, how have you been able to grow such a strong following from the United States? Like, you have a massive US following for being a UK DJ.
UK DJ. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I love my UK crew. Shout to my UK crew, but the stats don't lie. I love my UK crew. I never knock my UK crew. I see a lot of them in the chat, but the stats don't lie. My stats right now say 45% USA. And then it says 20, it says something like 28% Canada. And then it says 22% UK. And then Germany, and then it goes down from there. It's weird. I'm from the UK. I'm not the biggest DJ in the UK. Team Shellings is not the biggest crew in the UK. We are very well known, but I would not say I am the biggest DJ. I put on the biggest nights. I can name a lot of DJs what are bigger than me in the UK. But for the US crowd, I really don't know. You know, obviously when I met like the guys like from the West Side, you know, like your DJ Blends and that from the West Side, I started getting a lot of that West Side crowd coming to me. Same with Canada when I started meeting like the likes of say DJ White Gold, the likes of Selector Jinx, the likes of I Am Chris Stubbs, people like that. I started getting a lot of Canadian audience, but they were already there. So it's kind of like, how do I explain having a bigger US audience? I don't know. I can only put it down to the US has a bigger audience on Twitch, full stop.
Yes.
Like there's still people in the UK what say, what's a Twitch? Yo, sorry. Big shout out to the New York crew. I see yous out there. I'm not just bigging up the West Side, by the way. Big shout out to the New York crew. Big shout out to the Miami crew, the Boston crew. You know, big up to the whole of USA. I know you know that I shout the Bay out a lot, and I don't want to be singling you out. So big shout out to everybody in the UK and everybody in the US. Because at the end of the day, the stats don't lie. The US is at the top of my stats. But I'll break it down like this. I think the US has a bigger market than the UK on Twitch. Because people still in the UK saying, what's a Twitch? There's DJs on there saying, oh, I don't need to go on there just because they maybe have something good going on Instagram. And I'm not the guy to promote it to them. That's their business. If they don't want to be here, they don't want to be here. I've noticed since this year started, there's been an influx of DJs from the UK on Twitch now. And some of their followers are finding me, probably come up with their recommendations. So I'll say, again, I think the USA and Canada have a bigger audience on Twitch than the UK. So I think they're finding me more. The UK, like I ain't gonna lie, you've had 2 UK DJs in there today. I think I've been in the chats a few times, but we have a different audience. Like what I've noticed with the UK on here, every UK DJ has a different audience. I've got my audience. DJ Mark Opfer's got his audience. What's the other DJ was on there before? Sorry.
Sam Tweaks.
Sam Tweaks, sorry. I've seen Sam Tweaks got his 45 audience. Then you've got the Next Man from the UK, different audience. DJ Volatile, different audience. Yeah. DJ Spoonie, who's a big DJ in the UK, but it's not really predominant on Twitch. He comes on there and boom, he has a big audience, but he's a massive DJ in the UK. Who else can I mention without like Ray Domingo? Yes. And like most of these guys I've never met before in my life. I ain't gonna lie, every single DJ I've met on Twitch from the UK, I've never met them before in my life, and I've never heard of them. That's not a disrespect.
Yeah.
Manchester's Manchester, London's London, Birmingham's Birmingham, Leicester's Leicester. We unless you know a DJ like that, we don't really link. But every DJ, every UK DJ I've noticed is at their own different crowd. I would say my chat has more of a US and Canadian crowd with the UK. But yeah, I think with saying that, bit by bit, I've been going into a few of the DJs chats and seeing a whole different audience. So that's what I've noticed on there. So I've noticed there is a UK audience out there. Maybe they just don't know me or come to my channel, or maybe I just don't play what they want to hear. So I don't know. My music's very. I play a very mixture of music, whether it's the latest R&B to the old school R&B, whether it's the latest reggae music to the newest, whether it's the latest dance, or whether it's house music, whether it's funky house music. So I say I have a different audience, and I think the music I play is drawing different people. Like me and Mark Oxford don't play the same music, but I love going into the stream. And I was a vinyl DJ. I've come from vinyl, so I love that whole vinyl feel. You know what I mean? He plays a lot of the old school stuff. Times where I'm like, I'm chilling. I want to listen to my Oxford today. There's another day where I'm like, you know what? I want to listen to that DJ today. So yeah. I have a different variety of music, and I will listen to a different variety of audience. But I know when it comes to the UK, we literally all split. Like I've seen the Canadian link, just Canadian links, right? Canadian raids. I've seen the USA link, the USA raids. But I just don't think the UK has a link on Twitch. Like DJ Volatile, big shout to DJ Volatile. He's just put a raid on what's starting tomorrow. I'm only going to be doing once a month instead of every week because I didn't really, I've got to ease myself back into this. Yeah. And this is actually going to be the first time I've linked with the UK DJs. And everybody says it. Why don't the UK DJs link? We literally just come from different places and we have different audiences. And slowly but surely, we've linked in. Like DJ Volatile is a guy who I like going into his chat. I love his vibe, and slowly but surely, it looks like the UK DJs are linking. I don't know why, considering that we've got a smaller audience. I don't know why we've not linked, but maybe maybe I'll link up with some of the UK DJs. I've got a lot of respect for the UK DJs, so. DJ Volatile looks like he's kicked it off. He's kicked it off for the UK DJs to be linking. So once again, big shout out to DJ Volatile.
In addition to like the raid party you're gonna do, what's next for Stretch and Team Shellin, specifically when we get out of the pandemic and we're not on lockdown anymore? Will you continue on Twitch? How will Twitch fit into your DJ world?
Well, with the raid trays, apart from the last Saturday, which was the All-Star DJs raid in the Bay Area, DJ Volatile's raid is going to be the first raid I've actually been involved in, other than putting on my own raid. Mm-hmm. As you know, I've literally done so many hours. I couldn't do nobody's raid train. They're like, Stretch, can you come and play an hour for us? An hour. I'm still welcoming my guests in an hour. Like, hour set, I'm still welcoming my guests, so I've never gone in nobody's raid train. There's my raid and raid email. I've never gone in nobody's raid train because I do so much, and I just felt like when I first come here, it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I literally turned my weekender into a raid. Reason being, I would do so many hours. How it started was I would offer a DJ an hour out of my raid. And I think the first DJ, if I'm right, the first DJ who got that was DJ Daddy Rolo. I think he was the first DJ. If I got that, if I'm right, it was a Sunday. Was playing reggae music. Me and him got linked through DJ Blend again. I said, right, you want to do an hour? You do an hour, send it me back in an hour. I can get to chill out. Remember, I'm doing 8-hour streams. So at the time, I thought, I don't want to cut my hours down because I'm loving this. How the hell am I going to get to have a little break? So I will call DJs and say, oh, what are you doing? Nothing. You want to do an hour? And then the day, they were like, 130 people, 140, 150, 200 people. Yeah, I'll do an hour. All right. You're going to do an hour. I'm going to chill out for an hour or two. It started off like 2 hours. I'm going to chill out for an hour or two. And then I'm going to come back after that hour. You keep the raid and send me back the raid. And then I ended up changing my raid into a weekend raid. I started adding DJs like DJ White Gold, DJ Unique Illusions. Shout out to DJ Unique Illusions. Can't forget him as well. He's been there from day one. Started adding DJs to my raids. Selector Jinx. Some of the all-star DJs. I started adding DJs to my raids. I'm making that become my weekender. So And then obviously when I took the illness the other day, now my streams have gone down to 4 hours. Where people are like, your stream's gone down to 4 hours. I only do 3 hours. That's enough. Yeah, I cut my stream down to 4 hours. And even now, when I'm ready to raid out, I'm starting to see. Remember, I used to go to 1 a.m. in the morning. I go to 11 p.m. now. So as I'm raiding out, I'm getting people just turning up.
Yeah.
As I'm raiding out. So really, I could be greedy and say, no, I'm going to continue. But I've got to remember what happened to me. I've got to remember, right, don't burn yourself out, Stretch. Keep going. So going to your question, I ain't going to lie, Twitch has turned me from a very well-known DJ in the UK because I've come from sound systems, and it wasn't just Stretch and Team Shellings. I was in Classic Sound for 10 years. That's a very big sound in Jamaica and in the UK. So saying that, Twitch has literally turned me into a global DJ overnight. I'm very, very, very grateful to Twitch. Big shout out to anyone from Twitch who's tuned in right now. I ain't gonna lie, I'm very grateful to Twitch because I've gone from a well-known DJ in the UK to a global DJ around the world. I've had so many bookings from when the lockdown's over, especially from Canada. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Canada, wow. The people in Canada, I've had so many promoters what have called my phone and said, Stretch, we need this here. After lockdown, we need this here. I've had so much support from Canada. I know that's the place I want to be. Same with America. I've had so much support, so many DJs booking me. So, well, where do I go from there when the world opens back? I don't think I'll ever leave Twitch. Mm-hmm. What my plans are is to stream my events. I do a lot of events in Manchester. I also bring artists. The very last artist I brought was Blackstreet. And I've become very good friends with Chauncey Black. Shout to Chauncey Black out of Blackstreet or the Vegas crew. I've become very good friends with Chauncey Black from Blackstreet. And basically I brought them to Manchester. They went to London, they went to Birmingham, they went everywhere. But it just seemed like the Manchester event was special to them. They've done a concert. I have a night called Love 90s. I've been doing that for 12 years. Love 90s R&B. So instead of doing a concert for Blackstreet, I done Love 90s R&B featuring Blackstreet. So they got that party atmosphere. So instead of coming on concert time, they came on at 2 a.m. Everybody's already for them. So me and Chauncey kept up that relationship to say, right, Stretch, when Blackstreet come back to Manchester or come back to the UK, we can't play for anybody in Manchester anymore. Your hospitality was too good. Since doing that, I got calls from Montel Jordan's manager, Ashanti's manager, Donald Jones. I started to get a lot of calls like that. So before lockdown, I wanted to start turning my events into not just club nights, to concert nights. And then lockdown happened. So, you know, a lot happened with a lot of us. So answering your question, I would want to what my plans are when I do start going into the clubs is to stream every event I do. If I can do, I'm going to stream every single event I'm going to have. Obviously, if I can't stream the artist stuff, you know, through copyrights or whatever, that's cool. But any other events I do, whether it's my Love 90s event, whether it's my dancehall event, whether it's any event I do, I'm looking to stream every event. So the people who have been supporting me through lockdown can finally see what I do. They'll be basically coming to the club for free. You know what I mean? They're literally going to see it. So everybody from around the world who doesn't know what I do can see it, because I know that's going to probably entice them to get on that plane and come to the UK and come and party with me. So Twitch has been good to me, and I don't think me just getting up and leaving and going back to my life. There's a lot of people out there what are not going to want to go back to the clubs. There's a lot of people what don't go to the clubs and happily sitting in the house and having their parties. Like, I've done so many streams for people, and they've literally had birthday parties. I've done 50th, I've done 40th, I've done 30th birthday parties in this 10 months on Twitch. People are like, Stretch, we're having a party tonight. Everyone's been, you know, we've invited our 10 people we've allowed in the house, and we've told everybody else and we've told everybody on Zoom this is our party. So I don't think I'll ever leave Twitch. I think I'm just gonna keep offering Twitch more, keep offering that audience what was here supporting me through lockdown and keeping me going, keeping me sane. I don't think I can just take that away from them and say, right, I've got what I've got out of it now. See you later. No, I think I'm here for the long run. A lot of people have asked me that, and I'm here for the long run. I want to give more. I want to give more. Like, as I said, I can bring artists here. So instead of bringing that artist to the radio station, I want to bring them to here. Before, say for instance, Blackstreet. Before Blackstreet performs tonight in Manchester, I've got them here on my stream. Here's Blackstreet right here for your face, people. And that's kind of what I bring back. I want to bring that back for the people to let them know I appreciate the support throughout lockdown, and also to bring something to them where they're like, wow, not seen this before. Yeah, I'm going to bring artists here. I'm going to have artists performing. And that's what I want to do for this channel. I want to turn this channel into the side part of what I do as promotion. So everybody gets to see the behind the scenes, the artists and things like that. So Twitch has been good to me. Yeah, man.
All right. I know a DJ, me, who would love to come to the UK and open up for your artists as well. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna put that out there.
100%. Because what one thing about the UK is, and this is what I'm gonna bring to my events, you don't really see DJs from abroad. You get a lot of DJs from Jamaica, but you never go to an event and say special guest DJ from Los Angeles. You never really see that. So I've met so many people from abroad. This is what I want to do, as well as the UK. But I've met so many people. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I want a DJ Blend or a Daddy Roll or a Selector Jinx or a Mark Oxford or a I Am Chris Stubbs. Like, sorry, DJs, or I'm not mentioning all the names. Like, or a DJ Volatile, or I want them DJs on my event. So I ain't gonna lie, going forward, like, I work with a lot of big clubs. I don't really work with the clubs, the little 300, 400, 500. No disrespect to anyone who works with the clubs, but I work with the O2 arenas. Most of my events over the past few years, I've been at the O2 arenas, and I've built up a good reputation with the O2 arenas. And as you know, there's O2 arenas all around the UK. So my plan is to continue with that. I've built up a good reputation with these guys now. There's about 4 different O2s in Manchester alone. They start at like 1,500 capacity and they go up. So my regular club night is 1,500 people. I want to kind of expand that to the 2,000 to the 2,500 and expand that. And I want to bring these DJs from Canada, from the USA. That alone is going to sell out my events. I don't think people are going to really, get a grasp of, Stretch really brought the DJ from Canada from Twitch, or he really brought the DJ from America from Twitch. And trust me, that's what I want to do. A lot of them have already said to me, Stretch, say the word, we will jump on that plane. I said, right, once you jump on that plane, I will look after you, and you'll be getting you'll be getting a proper wage because it's business, and you'll be also building up a good clientele in the UK. So trust me, don't rule it out, because I want as much DJs from the USA on my event. I'll let you into a little something. Whether somebody tries to do it or not, I'm confident in what I do. I do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Team Shellings Go Live Weekender on Twitch. I've been doing it from the first week, from week 1 to now week 46 this week. That is my aim. My aim is to do this exact event as one of my events. So Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, a whole weekend of one event. I've kind of got a few venues, but I'm not saying too much in case, some promoters try and go and book it. So I've got the places where I want to do it, and I want to do a weekender. That's when I can do the night I want to do, rather than just one event. That's when I know on the Friday it could be Imani Experience is going to be doing a set on the Friday, as well as that DJ. On the Saturday, such and such a DJ. On the Sunday, such and such a DJ. It's going to be Uptown Lockdown. It's going to be Isolation Party. It's going to be Shellings and Chill. Exactly what I'm doing here, I want to take to the club. Probably not my first event, because I know everybody just wants to get out. So my first event in Manchester, most of these clubs, I never cancelled anything through COVID. if you cancelled your event, it was kind of like, well, you cancelled it. I didn't cancel nothing. So right now, the O2s owe me a lot of dates.
Yes, they do.
They owe me a lot of dates. So my first event, I just want to do a big event for everybody to come and party and come and see us. But my long-term goal is putting on this same weekend of what I do and bringing it to life. You know what I mean? And I even want a stream room. I've even thinking of it. While the event's going on, there's a stream room for a DJ, right? I'm going to go and jump on my page. Yo, people, I'm in the UK. I'm streaming in the UK right now. Raid into the Team Shellings page. What's keeping the event?
Yeah.
So even though it's, nothing's open yet, I'm a promoter by heart. I've literally had my whole job taken away from me. Everything I've done, paying bills, looking after my family, I actually had everything taken away from me. So I want to add that element to when I've already been putting pen to paper to say, right, I'm already planning my events. I'm just waiting for the world to open again to say, here's my events in plan. So I've literally got it all there. It's just when it happens. We don't know when it's going to happen yet. So when it happens, it happens. In the meantime, I'll just continue to do what I'm doing.
Keep doing. All right, a couple more things. I have a couple more questions for you. First off, Gary T. Coleman, thank you for the follow. DJ Volatile, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Speaker Freaka, thank you for the follow. I know a lot of DJs look up to you. And what advice do you give to them when they ask you, say, if they're like, oh, Stretch, I'm hitting kind of a plateau. I really want to make partner, grow my channel, but it's just not happening. What advice do you give to them to help them keep going?
Right. So DJs who are trying to make partner, it's not really happening for them. Well, I've had a lot of experience with that now with what I do. A lot of DJs I met who I still am tight with now, who I started raiding to, were not partners before I started raiding to them. Not to say me raiding into them made them partner. I'm not going to come on your channel and say, well, I raided them and I made them partner. Oh, wait. Big shout to Selector Jinx who made partner today.
Right, congrats.
Not yourself.
Congrats.
Selector Jinx made partner today. I don't think he's told anybody yet, but guess what? I'm telling everybody, bro. So, oh, there he is. Big up yourself, Selector Jinx.
Right.
I brought Selector Jinx into my raid a few months ago. His numbers weren't massive, his numbers weren't big, but I loved his vibe. Remember how I started? I started raiding DJ Enterprise. He had 9 people in his chat before I met him. He started growing his channel from there. Not to say I wouldn't raid a DJ with 500, but why not raid that DJ with 9? That is just how I am. Listen, if I see 2 people sat at a table and one person's got a big belly eating a load of food and one person's hungry, I'm going to look and think, let me go and sit with the hungry guy and I'm going to share my food with the hungry guy. That is just the person I am. Not to say I wouldn't raid into a DJ with 200, 300, 400 people, because I have done. But my motto was raiding into the DJs with the smaller numbers. That was just my motto. So what would I say? I would say, first of all, stop thinking about this partner thing, because I've seen that it's ruining a lot of DJs, because their main aim is they need to get the followers, they need to get the partners. So I feel they're overdoing it. Remember why you came here, and I don't know about you, but I came here to play music. I didn't know about bits, I didn't know about subs, I didn't know about partner. If your mind starts going into, you need to get this partner, you need to hit your quota, you need to get these bits, then the love for playing music is gonna go. I say just keep being you. Stop all this road to partner thing, road to partner, because people are gonna see that and think, all right, you're on a road to partner, and if you don't get the partner, you're gonna be disappointed because you're gonna be constantly looking at them views. I'm thinking, I'm not hitting my views. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on two times a day. I'm going to go on 3 times a day. And to me, what are you getting out of going on 3 times a day? Because I go on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I started doing a Wednesday because I'm like, I'm missing playing music. What can I do on a Wednesday? Let me do Wind Back Wednesdays and play nothing but 90s. That's my favorite era, favorite music. But do I want to do a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday? No, not really. I have a raid called the Island Raid, which is on a Friday. No, it's on a Thursday. So that's every now and again. Every month we'll do that. So I can keep, basically, I want to keep myself exclusive. I wanted to keep myself to the weekends and keep myself to 1 day a week during the week so I can say hi to people and then come back on at the weekend. So for any streamer out there what's not hitting partner, what's not hitting their numbers, I'll say keep going, keep doing what you're doing. I would say try and link with some DJs what have a similar audience to yourself and are playing a similar music to yourself. Like there's no point me as a DJ what's got big numbers playing hardcore dancehall one night, sending a DJ a raid what's maybe a scratch or a cutter. I'm not a scratch or a cutter, I'm a juggler. I literally mix and blend. So if you're a hardcore cutter what's playing hardcore hip hop and scratching the hell out of music, not knocking that, I would love to do that, by the way. But if you are that type of DJ, then I'm not going to send my hardcore dancehall crowd to a DJ what's playing hip hop, what's playing cuts, just because I want him to get the numbers, to get the partner, because the people are not going to stay. And then that DJ is going to feel disheartened. Why didn't they stay? It's not like they didn't like you. It's because they were just listening to hardcore dancehall. The girls were just throwing out the peaches. They can't throw out the peaches in it. You know what I mean? So I would say, don't get disheartened. I would say, forget this road to partner. Just do what you got to do. Just come on and entertain and play music. But I will say, try and find a set of DJs. Try and find a set of DJs who play the similar music to yourselves. And also, you've kind of got to get on with them DJs. You kind of got to have something in common. If you've not got nothing in common and it's about the raid, it'll eventually fall apart. I would say, find DJs with something in common and maybe speak to them and maybe say, listen, you've got 50, I've got 50, you've got 30, I've got 60, I've got 70. Let's build a little something between us because we're all playing, like say for instance, I don't know, there's a DJ out there what's a reggae DJ. Probably only gets 30 DJs, but he's a reggae DJ, but he knows a lot of other reggae DJs. Then they're the people we really need to be speaking to. Maybe speak to one and few reggae DJs, kind of see what's up, kind of feel them out, see if he's want to get in a little raid with each other and kind of build each other's channel that way. Same with what's his name again? Specs?
Sam Tweaks? Sam Tweaks?
Why do we keep forgetting your name? Sam Tweaks.
You won't forget it now.
Sam Tweaks, I apologize. I will not forget your name, Sam. Like, obviously, Sam Tweaks, I was listening to him before, and he's saying he's got, he plays the 45s, and I know 45s Kings. I'm a big fan of 45 Kings. Maybe there's there's a group of people who love that vibe, and getting in with that group of people, you're all gonna love each other's vibe. Like I play reggae music on a Sunday. Yesterday I raided Selector Jinx playing reggae music. From Selector Jinx, we raided, this wasn't really planned, we raided Chris Stubbs playing reggae music. So everybody was getting that reggae music vibe. Like, it worked. Like, I probably want to put someone in there what was playing something out of the ordinary because people wanted to hear that. And that's what I say with the DJs who are trying to build up. Forget that road to partner. Remember why you came here. Just stick to entertaining people. And if you can find a little crew what have the same music, same music mind of yourself, kind of link up with them. Get a little raid going on. You don't need to overdo it. Get a little raid going on. And I will say this. Can I say this about raids?
Yes, go ahead.
And I'll say this. If you put in a raid together, like, this is my rule with raids, and this is why I have to handpick DJs who come into my raids. Not everybody follows this rule, but this is one of my rules. All right, I've put a raid on. You see that day for every DJ belongs to that raid. Yeah? So I put the island to island raid. The island to island raid is DJs who play dancehall, bashment, reggae, soca, reggaeton, Afro beats, everything island vibes in it. Your reggae music, your music from Africa. For the culture, what people say in my chat. Oh, you play music for the culture. All right. So on that day, I expect from the DJs, but I will let them know. Forget your set today. Whatever you do on a Thursday, whatever you do on that Thursday, forget it for this day. We want to hold. This is the island raid. So from the first DJ turns on, and there's 8 DJs in the raid, we all host that DJ. The next DJ, we all host the next DJ. And we keep it going. That means every DJ's audience is getting built up. And as the raid is coming along, the raid's getting bigger and bigger. And people may be used to that DJ going on that day. But that DJ is not on that day. But he's hosting another page because he was in the raid. And that will build up everybody's audience. What I hate with a passion, and I will say it, and I don't care, I don't feel no way about saying it, is a DJ being in a raid. So there's 5 DJs, 6 DJs in a raid. That DJ starts, 4 DJs down, that DJ's come back on.
Oh.
I've seen it. I don't understand why the leaders of that raid let that happen, because that DJ's crowd, what started with yous and have been rolling with yous, the minute that DJ comes back on, his people are not going to be bothered about that DJ, that 4th DJ, that 5th DJ, because guess what? Our guy's back on. So we're back over here. I've seen it happen to too many times. And then people wonder why the raid doesn't work. It doesn't work because you're allowing DJs to destroy your raid. Any DJ, and I'll say it now because trust me, Imani, I've got hundreds of DJs asking if they can be involved in my raids. Mm-hmm. Rule number 1, the day of my raid belongs to the raid. So if you want to do your set during another man's set after you've done your set during the raid, after we've all sent you our crowd, then it's kind of a disrespect to me and every other DJ. So I'll put it out there now. Any DJ wants to join my raid, you can't be going back on to do your set in the evening just because that's what you do. You're gonna that means that you got no respect for that other DJ in the raid or the other 3 DJs in the raid what are gonna continue. So yeah, that's I've seen that a lot, and it's very important to grow in your channel. You can't grow your channel in a raid unless everybody in that raid supporting you, and that's very important. Sorry.
No. But well said. Got 2 more questions for you. What piece of technology that you've acquired after quarantine can you now no longer live without?
What 2 pieces?
Okay, go ahead. You can say 1 or 2.
Sorry. What did you say? Sorry.
1 or 2 pieces of technology that you've acquired since you've been streaming.
Since streaming, what I couldn't do without. Well, I already had a controller. I already had my laptops. I already had a PC. I actually never ever had a webcam. Never had a webcam. I didn't even like being on camera, believe it or not, considering I'm so talkative. But I never had a webcam before, and I never had a sound card. And I've now realized the importance of having a very good sound card. I have a Complete Audio 2. I never realized the importance of having a good sound card. I don't think I could ever live without having a good sound card now to deliver the quality of music, what's going out, or just the quality of music I'm hearing in my house. Like just having that sound card alone, the quality of music has just changed. That's made me buy better speakers. But I say the sound card and a webcam, because I didn't even like being in front of a camera. And now I'm very comfortable with being in front of a camera now. So yeah, a sound card and a camera, and awesome. These millions of lights.
My final question for you, and then we'll review your schedule and we'll go on a raid, is what can we do as your chat, as your audience, to help you so that you don't overextend, you don't burn yourself out again? How can we help you stay healthy?
I'm not too sure, I think I'm not too sure. I think that's really something that I need to take serious. I know obviously the chat have a lot of time for me. My chat have a lot of time for me. They will recommend things I should probably take, like some things I probably should use. Whether it's I don't know, whether it's something I don't know. Like say for instance, I didn't know about CMOS or spirulina or anything like that. I see people in my chat saying, "Oh, Stretch, you should try this ITO, you should try that ITO." I'm a very ITO guy. I'm not a takeaway guy. So before all this, I don't eat from McDonald's, KFC, Burger King. I don't really eat from it. I've cut down on me. I've even cut down on my takeaways now. I've had to tell my missus, let's cut down on the takeaways. Let's try and cook more. Let's try and eat more ITO food. So my chat, the chat is so amazing. Just being there, like we laugh and we joke. And I've even broke down on my stream a lot because I still can't believe that there's people around the world that just support little old me in Manchester. So I think that the chat just being themselves, what keeps me motivated. Like even now, I've cut my streams down to 4 hours, and after my 4 hours, I'm literally like, so I'm restless. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was gonna jump on the stream before, do an hour pop-up, raid into you, and then just come straight in, just to do a little something, because I'm like, I'm getting very restless. But I ain't gonna lie, my chat and the people that come in my chat every week, just their words alone, just to say, Stretch, the way you've uplifted us, Stretch, do another hour, Stretch. Just all the words, everything that the chat say to me is uplifting to me. Like they don't know how much they keep me going. Like really, just the words, just being there, just subscribing, just to have that one emote, just to say we want to drop that Shellings fam, or even if they've not got it, just being there saying, "Wow, DJ, you've really rocked my mood today. You really uplift my spirits today." I say the same thing every week, people. Don't let lockdown be your lockdown. I didn't know anything about Streamlabs, OBS, and StreamYard, which we're on now, and all these things. I didn't know about it, and I've literally learned something brand new. And every day, or every week, you probably see something new on my stream. That's because I've sat there and learned something new, and I thought, right, let me add this. So I'll say to the chat room who keep me motivated, for me to keep them motivated, just to find something new to do in your home. I'm not saying completely change your life, because end of the day, I've had my government tell me I need to go out and get a job at Amazon. I'm a promoter and I'm a DJ. So no, I will just continue with my Twitch until I'm ready. So from a chat, I would say just keep being you guys, because you guys really keep me going through my chat. We have banter, we have laughs, we talk about things. They tell me about certain foods I should do. They tell me about certain things I should or should not do. And I can tell that the chat are truly genuine and truly respect what I do. And even when I was ill, I could see the worry and the support in people's face. I had people breaking down like, "Wow, Stretch, you've kept me going. Who's going to keep me going?" Which motivated me to come back. So I got a lot of time for the chat. I got a lot of time for everybody who comes in the chat, whether they're just coming for a shout out or whether they're genuinely there to be there and love what I do. And that's all I want from the chat. Just to be yourself. Don't try and change for me. You don't need to tell me I'm the best DJ on Twitch. You don't need to do all that, because I'm just here to support, support and support the DJ and support the chat and support the people. So yeah.
All right. Well, I just want to say, amazing interview. Thank you so much. I appreciate your transparency, your honesty, the advice. It's been a pleasure. So I'm glad you accepted the interview. You weren't nervous at all. You did tremendous.
I wasn't too sure about accepting it, because I'm like, oh, what am I gonna say? I'm gonna make a fool of myself. I'm gonna say too much. Can I just say a few shout outs? Can I shout out all my moderators in the chat, my Shellings family? And can I also shout out my team Shellings gamers? Because I have a gaming page. I'm a big gamer, and I thought, right, what else can I do on here? And to cut a long story short, we've got a gaming page. The gaming page is affiliate now. I've got all the 5 emotes, and I've got Chris Team Shellings Gaming. He's like the general of it, and I've got a lot of people who spin off that. So shout to my moderators, my Shellings family. Shout to my Team Shellings gamers, and shout to all the DJs that I've linked with. I don't want to start calling them out because if I miss any, then they're gonna sit at home and say, "How come Stretch didn't shout me out?" So shout out to every single DJ what comes in my chat and parties with me and raves with me every week. I appreciate you guys a lot. And shout out to everybody what comes in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Maximum respect.
So stay there. I want to say thank you, Gareth Tunes, for the bits. Also, Gareth Tunes, thank you for seeking out Stretch and telling him about Twitch, because he would not be here without you. So we really appreciate you. So thank you. Shy Guy B, thank you for the follow. DJ Stanks O Fresh. I love that name. Thank you for the follow. Nerd Chris, thank you for that. Thank you for that sub. DJ Chill Will, thank you for the follow. DJ Volatile, thank you to Nerd Chris for gifting that sub. Cuisine Campbell, thank you for the follow. Daddy Rolo HD TV, thank you for the follow. All right, so Stretch, let's decide together who we want to raid next. We're going to decide together. So let's see who's on we can raid. You can tell me, we can look at it and see.
We're going to raid next.
Ones and hearts to put Stretch's emotes in the chat as a thank you. Just really appreciate
Big
it.
shout to everyone in the chat. Maximum respect. I'm sorry I can't say all your names. This ain't my show, so I don't want to take over the show. But big shout to everybody in the chat, man. And once again, the one person I want to shout out, Gareth Tunes. Yes. If it wasn't for this guy, I'll never be on Twitch. This guy literally came out of his comfort zone, came to a stranger's house and literally set up. And to be honest with you, I never mentioned this. This sound card, what I've got, Gareth literally said, here's a sound card, set it up. I've tried to offer him money for it. He will not take the money. He's just happy that, you know, he's been a part of this journey. So Gareth Tunes, I could not do this without you. And we're going to do big things, and I'll never forget what you've done for me, bro. I'll never, ever forget what you've done for me. So big up.
Amen. Thank you. Angel like that. So I'm going to remind people about Wednesday, the dating game, and Thursday, the show, while we pick a raid. So let's do so what's good, 7:30 on the East, our dating show. Tune in right away. We got a nice action-packed show. Come on, Wednesday.
There's a few DJs on, you know, but you know who I would like to
Thursday.
You know what I would like to possibly raid?
Tell me.
And they've not got many people in the chat at the moment. But this is somebody who has very much supported me from day one. He literally joined Twitch because of me. He's told me this. He said, I joined Twitch because of you, and I fell in love with music again because of you. And I kind of brought him into the crew to say, you know, you can represent us as much as you want. He lives in Vegas, and he goes by the name of DJ Unique Illusions.
Okay. Let's see. Let's check. He's on. All right, let's go. Right.
Illusions is on. He has 27 people in there, and I ain't gonna lie, that's my boy. He supported me from day one. He's literally told me, I literally brought him back into the music world, and I've literally given him the love for music again. He fell out of love for music. He was rolling with a few guys. They kind of pushed him to a side. He fell out of love for music. He stopped DJing for years. He met me. He said he fell in love with music again. Since that, I've kind of brought him into the crew to say, right, if you want to represent Team Shellings, you can do in Vegas. And he has been non-stop representing Team Shellings from the minute he met me, and he's been supporting for 10 months. So right now he has 27 people in there. I would love for the raid to go to him if you would like to send it to him.
Absolutely. Yeah, I got his name. Thank you, Miss JUK. CC, I know you're there in New York. Hopefully you're not affected by the snow. I see you there. We can go on a raid to him right now. Everyone, thank you. See you again on, let me think here. See you again on Wednesday for, here, I'll show you the flyers really quickly. We'll show you Wednesday for the dating game. And then, let's see here. Stretch, if you know anyone that should be entered into the dating game, let me know that as well, too. We're looking for contestants all over the world.
No, we're looking for some contestants for the dating game. We're looking for contestants. Any single people out there, look on your screen, yeah? Look on your screen. Any single people out there.
And then Thursday, we have the R&B music show. The new show where we talk about R&B music. It's like 4 DJs here. DJ D-Mans, Classics, and we'll have I Know DJ L.
That looks good. I'm tuning into that.
Yes, so come through for that.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Our first very successful UK edition.
Peace and love, man.
If you down now, Volta, if you down, come on, we can talk. Send me a whisper. We can make you a candidate. You could be the bachelor if you like. All right, let's see if we get this right here. Thank you, Miss JUK. Let's see. Make sure we got it here. Let me do that real quick. Is that his right guy right there? Yeah, is that him right there? You can check his little
Yeah,
logo.
DJ Unique Illusion. That's my boy. He's been supporting me for the past 10 months. I've just
So
looked on the stream. He's the guy what's on now. He's the guy what stuck out. I would love the raid to go to him.
okay,
That's my boy.
we're gonna go to him. Put the emotes there when we get there. Let's not crash the screen, but let's try to crash this thing. Really, it's just so with the love.
Everybody give me a raid, pan raid, and a Shelly's jet. We have our own jet.
There you go. There. All right, we're going. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you Wednesday. Thank you very much to all my mods, Holly, Lainey, everyone. Holly, Lainey, Lisa the X, London, Songbird. Thank you to my mods. Appreciate the love. I know I was really busy in the chat. And thank you to Mark Oxford and Sam Tweaks for coming through a really successful Twitch University, the UK edition. All right, here we go. On the raid we go. Let's see here. Let's see.
One love, people. Big shout for being here, man. Maximum respect. Appreciate you guys.
Let's see. Here we go. We're going. Hold on. All right, here we go. Hold on. I'm going to end this real quick. Stay right there.